Welcome to Do Not Take This Cat Home. This is a text-based story kind of horror game. The game is about 35 endings. It's a pretty long game. Well, not that long. It's like 4 or 5 hours. We play through this in two videos. This is the first video, so don't be worried. You're not skipping ahead. The second video should come up within about a day of this video if it's not out already. So you won't have to wait long. And it's a really, really good game. If you don't want any spoilers, you want to check it out yourself. If you're really into, I don't know, text-based horror games, it is really, really good. It's cool story, lore, kind of just things to guess about, honestly. You can find it on itch.io. It's in the there's a link to it in the description. Check it out for yourself. It's really cool. Really good game. And you can donate to the creator there as well. So yeah, go show them love, because they did a damn good job with this game. I've been sitting on this recording since Halloween of last year, so I figured I may as well upload it this year. It's a lot of fun, though. And I hope you enjoy the video. 30... What? Jesus. God, I am tired. It might be 5:31 in the morning right now. And I didn't just wake up. I've been awake. I've heard good things about this, and I know a little bit about this game. Hello, Markiplier. Goodbye, Markiplier. No, it's fine, probably. I'm sure I won't get many viruses. Only a couple, probably. Please take care of myself. Why would I need to do that? You're having a great day as usual. That's not great. Oh, great. Oh, huh? Hello? Maybe this is just a sign that you should have stayed home today. I mean, I don't know. It depends, like, what you... Oh. Alt F4. I'm not even clicked into the game. Oh, don't Alt F4 OBS. Everything's going wrong. We're Alt F4. We're restarting the game because I accidentally recorded OBS. From the top. Let's try again. Welcome to Do Not Take This Cat Home. I don't know what the fuck this is really about, other than this is a cat, and we're probably taking him home. But I don't know if we should. And we're not having a great day. Oh, great. It's the first time in a while that we felt like going out. But in the middle of our walk, it starts to rain. Typical, but maybe this is just a sign that we should have stayed home today. Yeah, you can always try again tomorrow. Right? You turned to head home when... Fuck you mean question mark? It's a cat. Huh? What was that? There are only a few people around in the street. Makes sense due to the increase of missing persons around the area recently. Well, that and the weather. Oh? But none of them react to the sound at all. Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a dark, dingy alleyway. I feel like I would not follow some random noises. Like, obviously it's a meow, but like I would not be following sounds through an alleyway. I want to go the fuck home so I'm not getting rained on. And like, you timidly enter the alley and walk forward. The ground dampened by the rain makes your steps sound louder and more confident than you actually feel. Some aggressive meowing. Finally, the sound source comes into view in the cold, dim light of the alley. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box, is a cat. That's a cute cat. Huh? Guess that should have been obvious. It's an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. Isn't this bad luck? I feel like we're really asking for it. We go into a fucking dark alley when there's missing persons, or missing people, and we come across a sign of unluckiness. We're fucked, bro. It puts its front paws up on the edge of the box and looks up at you. That's a cute cat. Huh? So cute! And it definitely knows it. You've never had much of an opinion one way or another about cats before. But if they're all like this one, it's a shock they haven't already found a way to rule the world. I mean, they kind of did in, like, Egypt. Weren't they, like, regarded as, like, lords and shit? You don't think you'd mind bowing down to a feline overlord? You look around the alley with a small frown. Who leaves cats in cardboard boxes these days anyways? Wouldn't they just jump out and leave the cardboard box eventually? The cat doesn't answer. Obviously. It also doesn't do as you suggest and leave the box. I mean, it looks like a pretty comfortable box. And also, don't like, I don't know what it is about boxes, but don't all pets just like gravitate towards cardboard boxes? Because I feel like that, because with both cats and dogs, it's happened for me. Where they just shove themselves, especially cats, they shove themselves inside boxes and refuse to leave. I don't know what it is about boxes that are so alluring. But every time you have an open box, they're like, "Oh, for me," and they take it. It's just looking at you, as if waiting for you to make the next move. You just don't take the fuck it. Take the cat. It's cute, and we're sad, so we may as well. ... You know what? You reach into the box and pick up the cat, holding out in front of you. Bring its box. Come on. Why not? You're all alone and well. I'm in kind of the same boat myself, so you bring the cat close. You didn't realize it was shivering until just then, but it slowly breathes easier as it presses into your chest. Why not stick together, right? At least for a little while. God, that's a cute cat. You think a little while will probably be more like a day. You'll be responsible and take it to a shelter tomorrow, but for now, let's get you out of the rain, okay? Cute cat. You stop by a small local pet store for some cat food, then head back home. You live in a modest apartment. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. One you living alone in it. So it feels weird having another living being inside it after so long. Even if it is just a cat. What? Huh? What? Oh, it's music. That was like a doorbell or something. I was like, what's happening? After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you watch for a moment as it curiously explores the new environment. Leaving the feline to its own devices, you set about making both of you some dinner. You take up the can of cat food and open it with the tab on top. Put some cat food on a saucer and click your tongue to call the cat over to you. I don't think that's how that works. I mean, not with any of my cats. They just look at me like well, not my cats, but cats I've interacted with just look at me weird. It perks up at your beckoning and rushes over. Looks at the plate of food. And completely ignores it. Not hungry, I guess. I mean, you're trying to let it annoy you. What do you mean? Dude, you cannot handle cats if that annoys you. It's gonna break everything you owe. A cat doesn't understand the concept of money to appreciate that you spent your hard-earned cash on it. It's just a cat after all. I'll just leave it here if you get hungry later, okay? Cat rubs its body against your legs with a purr. You smile. That's enough of a thanks for you. It follows you into the kitchen as you start on your own dinner. You decide that you have enough ingredients for a sandwich. This is so loud. Bread, toasted. Mayo and mustard spread. Turkey and cheese and lettuce, perfectly placed. Tomatoes, what? Ow? You wince as you cut your finger on the knife while slicing a tomato. Ow. Stupid. You feel a little embarrassed for such a blunder and sigh. Tossing the knife onto the cutting board. Fuck. Onto the cutting board, ah yes. You're about to head to the bathroom for a bandage when the cat hops up onto the counter. It sniffs the knife and meows, almost pointedly at you. Don't worry, I'm alright, it was just an... Huh? You watch as the cat starts to... lick lightly, but enthusiastically at the blood on the knife. At your blood. You're so shocked that by the time you come to your senses, the knife has been completely licked clean. The cat sits back, staring at you. I mean, they are still animals. Like, for dogs and shit, they like blood too. I don't know about human blood, but like, you give them like a raw steak, they'll fucking lick the juices and shit, like the blood after. You feel a little uneasy. It's just, come on. Sure, cats are meat-eating predators, but that was a little weird. Maybe it's just thirsty. Have you given it water? It's pretty important, right? Sure, you're no cat expert, but that was definitely not something an ordinary cat would do. Are you sure? You said, like, you've been alone this whole time. How do you have any idea what cats do? Clearly you get no pussy. That was a bad joke. My bad. Right? What up, cat? I don't care. I'll feed him my arm. He's a cute cat.
Okay, yeah, right back, it's fine. But regardless, you're not about to abandon a cat in need while it's still raining outside. Not after all your efforts. Your efforts were buying cat food, that was it. You're going to take it to the shelter tomorrow anyway. What's one night of awkwardness? Weird or not, it's just a cat. I feel like this is really like lining us up for it to not be a cat. The rest of the evening, unfortunately, goes downhill from there. Even after covering up your finger's cut with a bandage, the cat keeps trying to lick at the wound. While you're eating your sandwich. While you're cleaning up the kitchen. While trying to watch TV. You gently push it away every time, but you're starting to get worried at the strange behavior. Just cut off a finger, feed it to him. I'm sure he'll enjoy it. What if it's got a taste for blood and thinks you're food now? Not sure what he'll do if he starts to get more aggressive. Keep thinking about the cat food sitting in the corner. Untouched. If you bleed on the cat food, he'll eat the cat food. I think it's a good idea. Oh. Ugh, come on. Enough already. You shove it away a little more forcibly this time out of annoyance. I'm scared. You feel bad immediately. Before you can do anything, the cat meows sharply at you and dashes off around the corner and into the hall. You sigh deeply. I feel like it's just gonna become an eldritch horror. It's gonna be like that Garfield, like that weird shit. You see that online? Where it's like eldritch horror Garfield, and John is just terrified or getting mauled and eaten and shit. You sigh deeply. At this point, you're just worried that it's gonna take a bite out of you in your sleep. Maybe a vet will have an idea on how to calm it down. You can only hope. You don't have many other options left than tossing the cat out in the rain. After finding the number of a local vet, you pick up your landline and... Is that all my power gone? The lights just went out? Great, just great. Rain must have knocked out the power. Check your cell phone only to find that it's out of batteries. What? That's not how phones work. How? What year does this take place? That's not how smartphones work. You must have forgotten to charge it before leaving out earlier. Oh, it ran out of battery, not out of batteries. Okay, that makes sense. Wait. Oh yeah, I guess there's no power too. Yeah, fuck, you're screwed, man. The outing had been so spur of the moment that it had no doubt messed with your usual routine. You grab a flashlight and turn it on. I don't like this. It's quiet. It's too quiet. Did the rain stop? But then, why did the power go out? Look outside. The sky's pitch black. What time is it? You turn to check the clock. Oh, hello. Catches on top of your digital clock. So I don't like... Why is his eyes like that? Is that saying help and kill? I see help and I see kill. I don't know if I feel too safe with this, guys. Thinking now, you realize the clock shouldn't be working at all with the power outage, but the numbers are lit up and going completely haywire. I don't like this. Cat stares at you. It's completely still. You'd think it was a statue if you didn't know any better. It's not giving off any indication that it's alive. It's not blinking. It's not even breathing. But its eyes. This isn't normal. No shit. Does your clock usually tell you that it needs help and wants to kill you? Is that a normal occurrence for you? You're afraid. Yeah, no, I would be too, man. You want to run, but you're afraid of letting the cat out of your sight. I would hide under my blanket and pray. Pray to the God that I do not believe in, that I will be safe. Consider tossing the cat out after all. If you're this terrified, I would not go anywhere near. I would be the one running outside. I would leave. I'd go to a homeless shelter, bro. I don't care. I'm running to fucking Michigan. I don't know. Oh, but as soon as the thought enters your head, you feel a sharp urge to vomit. Those eyes, it holds you still. So is it like if you ever think about harming it, it just like murders you or does bad shit? Even with your flashlight trained on it, its pupils are large, round, inky bits. Oh. The flashlight flickers. Fuck. It's gonna get closer. Some shit is... Oh, no, that's worse. And the cat is gone. The clock's chilling, though. Fear immediately grips your mind. Yeah, me too, man. The silence punctuated with the rapid pumping of blood in your heart is overridden as your ears slowly start to pick up the sound of static all around you. That's bad. That's the clock working with no power. You don't know why such a question matters at the moment, but you feel as if the answer will make sense out of everything that's happening. That order will be restored. You know, fuck that cat. That cat sucks. We should have left it outside. It is not a cute cat. But no answer comes to mind. You back away from the clock. And it feels as if the air itself coils tightly and abruptly in response. Like a predator prepared to pounce. But waiting. Waiting for your next move. But you're afraid to move. You're afraid to even take a breath. But you can't stay still forever, right? Whatever is watching you, you can already feel its impatience. Oh, God. I don't like this cat. If you maybe... Is it going to go for your thumb? Because it's... I assume that the thumb is what you cut. Like, is it just going to go for your wound? I assume. It's too eager. You don't know how you know this. But you can sense it as clearly as if it had whispered. Oh, no! I don't know if you guys have mono audio, but it went from let in my left ear to play in my right. I don't like this. Right into your ear. Right into your soul. I don't like this. I'll let you wait it out. Not that you even could if you did. I had a stroke. It won't let you wait it out. Not that you could, even if it did. You can't stay here. You have to run. With this thought, a sudden, primal instinct awakens within you, making you tear yourself into a hasty burst of movement. Yeah, me too, man. Please let the door be there. Don't be locked. Have action. But you're still weak from the fear's grip on your mind. Your legs tangled together under you in haste, and you fall to the ground. Oh! Did I lose a leg? A sharp pain explodes in the center of your foot. Oh, did I lose a foot? At first, you think you've broken your ankle. Something warm and wet trickles in the length of your foot, pooling underneath it. The sound of metal scraping on tiles after skidding across the floor, as if it had been kicked. Did you kick the knife? Blinded from your fall, you look up in a daze and see the object glinting and a strange light coming in from outside. Light pouring in from your now open. Oh no. Oh no. What do you mean the door's open? Thoughts about when, who, what, in regards to your inexplicably open door screech to a halt. As your brain finally identifies the metallic object you've been staring at. It's your kitchen knife, and that's a lot more than no blood. The cat, can you come here and clean that blood? And still tinted red from your earlier blunder. Well, that's not right. Wasn't it completely licked clean by the... Yeah, it's this blunder, not the previous blunder. You gulp dryly at the pain in your foot. You barely have time to wonder how the knife ended up on your living room floor to be stepped on, instead of resting on your cutting board in the kitchen where you left it. You left it on the cutting board? Are you stupid? Put it in your life block, or put it in the fucking dishwasher or something. Cats knock literally everything over. Dude, at this point, this is your own fucking fault. You're just an idiot. Oh. Oh, when you spy something in the darkness just beyond the knife, I really don't like its eyes. Oh, God. It spies right back at you. A pair of glowing golden eyes comes forward as the cat emerges from the shadows into the light of your doorway. Oh, hello. Pads lightly over the knife, as if skipping into light. And bends down to lap at the blood dripping from the blade. God. Oh. Ah. Oh. I don't like that sound. I don't like this music. Your senses slowly begin to overwhelm you. The chill of the air as it starts to suffocate you under its weight. At least it's not eating you. It's eating the blood that's already out of you. It's not trying to go straight to the source, you know? If you can just keep stabbing yourself every now and then, and avoid yourself from being eaten by a cat, I think it's a pretty good deal. Just saying. The sound of your shaky breaths, discordant against the static, now piercing your skull. The dryness on your tongue, spreading to your throat. I was quick. incomprehensible sigh of the stray you'd taken in. There's more on the ground if you want it. Licking away at your kitchen knife, once again, completely clean. The scent of blood from the fresh wound on your foot. Did you stab your foot? Did you cut your foot? What did you do? Blood? Oh, there's more. Lick the blood on the floor. There's a pool there. Take that. Golden eyes slide up to you as if in response to your sudden realization. Blood. You're hurt. Your foot is bleeding. You're bleeding. You're bleeding. The cat barely moves, shoulders twitching as if just considering the act of pouncing forward. I could beat a cat, but you're already on your foot. Not foot, but you're already on your feet and out of the door. You run, or rather limp, down the empty street. The sky is black and bleeding red, but there's a strange light emitting from nowhere that casts everything else in white. The houses, the trees, the road, even you. I don't think the sun does that. Everything. Except your blood. Oh. You can just barely glimpse the bloody imprints that your injured foot leaves in your wake with every impact it makes of the ground. I think it has a trail to follow you, man. It hurts. Yeah, I feel like, oh, this doesn't seem right. It hurts. But you can't stop. You don't stop. Not when the shadows grow around you. Not when you feel the gaze of eyes all over you. Was that a shadow? Not when the road ahead of you is darkened by a long shadow of something, but oh god! They can't get big! Even then, you don't stop running, because if that's the cat right there ahead of you, then... So it's not the cat behind us. What in the world is behind you? Fuck! It's the first choice, other than taking the cat. I don't give a shit. Just run. Get the fuck out of there. Huh? Interesting. How very, very interesting. Huh? Ending 0. It begins. I died? Something happened, you think. Anyway, you can't really remember what. What? This is... Huh? Okay. Again, baby. You're walking. Right, of course. First time in a while that you felt like going out. And you're actually glad that you did. The weather is absolutely perfect today. So this is... Is the cat going to be ugly then? If this is... because this is the opposite of before, where it was raining and miserable and we were upset. That's a good sign, right? Maybe your luck is finally starting to turn around. You tentatively allow yourself to feel excited for the possibilities of where you could go or what you could do. Maybe even who you could meet. You're so deep in thought that you almost miss it. Huh? What was that? Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a lonely alleyway. The sunlight only just manages to reach down in between the tall buildings on either side. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward, the loose gravel and scattered debris on the ground softening your steps. Finally, the sound's source comes into view in the warm, almost ethereal light of the alley. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box. Oh no. It's the same cat. It's a cat. Okay. Guess that should have been obvious. It opened its mouth. It didn't do that before. I don't think it did that. I thought it was just the sound, not the animation. Did it have a mouth last time? I straight up... Did it even have whiskers? Bro, I don't think it did. Did it? Is this cat different? It's an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. It did not have... There's no way it had whiskers. I would have remembered. Its eyes were different too, weren't it? At least their eyes when they became demented were circles. Its pupils were circles, not ovals. Puts its front paws on the edge of the box and looks up at you. Meow. So, you look so familiar, right? Then again, it is a cat. Not many different ways for a standard black cat to look, after all. This one sure is a cutie, though. Just look. It's not glaring at you or hissing at you, getting this close like other stray cats have in the past. It's just sitting there, patiently, waiting for you to do something. I'm going to hedge all my bets that this is actually a different cat, because I feel like the other cat didn't have whiskers. Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like this is different. And also, I think we're in a loop. Not the same day, though. Its eyes are closing. Meow. Well, why not? Right? It's happy. It looks a little, not angry, but like, disappointed. I don't like that the cat looked disappointed. It's like a fucking disapproving parent, man. Barely reach out your arms before the cat eagerly leaps into them and climbs up onto your shoulders. It butts its head into your temple, nuzzling against it. Hee. You can't help but smile at the cat's enthusiasm. That is bright. I'm gonna see God. Let's get you out of here, yeah? Am I just adopting it? On the way home, you briefly consider getting cat food. It won't need it. But that would be a waste of time. Oh. You shrug at the odd feeling and move on. Oh, you live in a modest apartment. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. And you, living alone in it. Is that gonna change at some point? Like, if I loop enough with a cat, is that gonna change to where you can't remember being alone? So it feels weird having another living being inside it after so long. Even if it is just a cat. I don't like that. Is that me? I don't like that. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you wait for it to walk away and explore the new environment. Where it simply sits and looks up at you expectantly. Fuck it. Let's hang out with the cat. Like what? No point feeding. Second thought. No. Let's pet the cat. Actually, let's clean the cat. Upon giving it a second look, you realize that the cat isn't exactly clean. Not surprising, since up until you brought it home, it's been sitting in a dirty old box, in an alley full of scattered garbage. For who knows how long. You've heard that cats can keep themselves clean, but maybe this is one of those times that a little human help couldn't hurt. Cat, don't kill me because you're mad at baths, please. You head into the bathroom and set things up, trying to remember how to wash a cat. You're definitely no expert, but you think the best way to get a cat clean would be... carefully. You think careful's the way to go. Cats aren't always fond of water, so you doubt it'll be a fan of excessive amount of it. So you pick up the cat and place it gently in the sink before turning on the water. Cat is startled, but ultimately doesn't try to run away. Nice. I thought that was lightning. I was scared. You lather your hands with some soap and carefully give the cat a thorough half scrub, half massage. After a few minutes, you rinse the cat completely and gather it up in a blanket, drying it. Then you take a brush and carefully run it through the cat's fur. That is one cute ass cat. Cat seems like it's in heaven as you brush it. Some hairs are sticking to you, but you don't mind. Huh? In fact, quite a lot of fur is sticking on you. Am I turning into a fucking cat? You try to brush it away, but it won't come off. Guess you're up next for a bath yourself. I don't like this. Is it assimilating me? What's with the sound? Try to ignore the fur and finish with the cat quickly, but more hair keeps sticking to you. Your hands, your arms. Before you realize it, they're covered in fur that won't come off. It's thick enough that you try to just yank it off, but... Did I rip my own fucking skin off? Pain lances through the spot you tugged at. Upon closer inspection, you see that the hair is growing. Growing out of you. That doesn't seem right. You can actually feel it now. Oh. Fur growing out of your back, your neck, your face, your eyes. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Your tongue. Oh. It's even growing inside your throat. Oh, yeah, you're gonna die. Oh, yeah, this seems fun. Maybe that was the same cat. As you collapse and start to choke in the thickening fur in your esophagus, the cat leans up to lap at the fur growing on your forehead, grooming your hair as thoroughly as you did it for it earlier. Maybe this cat has good intentions, it's just I'm stupid. You'd think it'd be sweet. If you weren't currently losing air. Still, feels nice at least. Be looked after and cared for in some way, even if it's just for a little while longer. The cat's careful grooming is the last thing you feel before you're no longer able to breathe. That was a big leap in endings. Self-care buddies. Okay. Yay! What is the description of this? After you give the cat a full spa treatment, it tries its best to return the favor. Well, that's not very nice. You're walking, right, of course. First time, feel like going out, and you're actually that you did. Nice, it's nice. Yes, yes, yes. This is all the same, softening steps. Into the alley, cardboard box, same cat. I feel like I'm losing it. Did it have 2 or 3 whiskers last time? I'm actually losing it, bro. Yes, 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 it's a cat, it's cute. So, you look so familiar. Maybe, I'm thinking the cat's nice, like it's a good cat, like it was nice to us after we were nice to it and tried to help by licking us. Maybe it just doesn't understand what it's doing. Yeah, see, it looks disappointed at me. Like a disapproving father. Well, why not? Yeah, we take it home. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. We see the light of God. Yeah, that's a waste of time. Okay. What do we do with the cat? Not this. Let's pet the cat. Let's pet the cat. It's not every day you have access to a cute, fluffy animal. What else is there to do but pet it to your heart's content? You sit on the floor in your living room and click your tongue to call the cat over. Merp. That is one cute cat. Cat dashes over to you, immediately climbing into your lap. Poor thing. You just want some attention, don't you? Absolutely. You carefully pet the cat. A rub behind the ear. A scratch under the chin. A smooth sweep along the back. Good? The cat seems to be having a good time. Keep petting the cat in your lap, enjoying this bonding time together. Is it missing an eye? The cat starts to get restless after a while. I don't like the music stopped. Fuck it. Commit. Oh no, I picked the wrong choice. You're not quite ready to stop. It feels so calm. The repetitive action soothing your usual overworking mind. You keep petting. The cat leans away from your next head pat. It's trying to get out of your lap. Alright. No, we gotta be nice. If it remembers the loops. I really hate the breathing. I don't like the option of feed cat when we don't have cat food. Let's play with the cat. Meow. Poor thing was probably bored stiff sitting in that old box all day, just watching crowds of people walking by them, ignoring them. You can't just leave them alone as soon as you're home. A little interspecies socializing won't kill you, right? Aw, you just want some attention, don't you? You wanna play, huh? Okay then. What to play though? I don't like the thought of this at all. Maybe a laser pointer. Cats are curious creatures by nature. They're also natural hunters, sort of. Why not pass the time by letting the cat hunt after something it'll never quite understand? That sounds a little mean when you think of it like that. But it's not like the cat will know anyway. Ignorance is bliss, or so they say. I feel like that's what I am. I feel like I'm ignorant, and I'm pretty happy about it right now, because I'm thinking the cat might be nice. And I feel like there's a strong possibility it is not. You dig out your old laser pointer from your long-gone, dreaded days of group presentations at school. You flip it on and see that even after all this time, the batteries still work. You get a little kick out of aiming it at a mirror hanging in the living room so it reflects off the glass, making a little red dot appear in your knee. No, it's gonna fucking murder you, isn't it? The cat cautiously walks over, stopping every few steps to cast a look of suspicion at you. When it finally reaches you, it lightly presses a paw to your knee, like it's trying to catch the red dot as casually as possible. You managed to hold back a chuckle, not that it really matters. The cat isn't paying attention to you at all, entirely focused on the light now resting on top of its paw. Hee hee. You move the light a little higher above your knee. The cat reacts immediately, trying to pin the light down, but in the next second, you've already moved it to the floor. The cat jerkily follows, attempting a more energetic pounce, when you shift the red dot over here, over there, and over there. By the couch. On the couch. Does it think it's blood because it's red? Is that why it wants it? Meow. Hee hee. The cat might be ignoring you, but you're certainly enjoying yourself. It's been a while since you've laughed this much. You're laughing so much, and I'm gonna fucking choke from laughing, aren't I? I don't like the music either. I'm laughing so much, in fact, you accidentally shift the red dot onto a lamp beside the couch. In its haste to get the light, the cat leaps onto the lamp, sending them both to the ground. Oh my gosh! The cat is sitting in the middle of the former lamp's broken shards, back hunched, his head whipping around back and forth as if in a panic. Quickly turn off the laser pointer and rush over. So sorry, are you okay? Are you hurt? You're trying to pick up the cat and check for any injuries when... Okay. Ow. The cat swipes at you, claws extended. It backs up and twitches away, making frantic half-turns in various directions, as if looking for something. Or waiting for something to appear. Ow, jeez, really hurt, you know. You hold a hand with the scratch close to your chest. It's bleeding, but it's not too big. You're more annoyed than anything, but... Immediately, your annoyance starts to bleed into concern. You watch in shock as the cat starts to run around tearing at the carpet, the sofa, your armchair. You want to stop it, but you're afraid of getting in the middle of its rampage. Consider calling a vet for some advice on how to calm it down, but for some reason, you feel like that wouldn't be a good idea. So does calling the vet, like, begin everything? The power outage, everything? What happened to you? Is it... An idea comes to you, or rather a realization. You grasp the laser pointer, aiming it safely away towards the floor in the middle of the living room, thinking, hoping, that the cat would calm down if it found what it was looking for. You turn on the laser pointer. I'm scared. The cat's reaction is immediate. Oh, that's not a cat. You screwed up. In a span of mere seconds, you watch as the cat spies the red dot from its perch on the shredded armchair. Leaps high into the air. Changes in the air. And slams down upon the dot on the floor with a weight and force that shakes the whole apartment. Maybe even the whole building. You wonder how none of the other tenants have rushed over to complain about the noise. Yet as you stare at the sight in front of you, the cat has somehow grown in size, eyes bulging and glowing, tail thrashing, teeth enlarged, bared and covered alarmingly in a bubbling froth. Its giant claws rip and shred through the carpet, through the floor, and even below them, ravenously trying to get at the red dot. Your hands are shaking. You don't know what to do. You feel trapped. You have to get away. Get it away from you. You slowly back up towards the door. Light moves with you. Just drop the thing. Instinctively, you flick the light away. This way and that way. The cat stampeding after it. Oh shit. So fast. I feel like you just dropped the laser pointer. Smashing through the TV, breaking the couch in half. Too fast. Bulldozing through the wall into the hallway. Crash. A chance. You turn, intending to bolt out of the door and never come back, but in your haste, you forget something. You forget several somethings. You forget the laser pointer, gripped like a lifeline in your hand. You forget the mirror, still miraculously hanging on the wall next to the hallway. The laser reflecting off of it, putting a small, glowing red dot on the back of your head. Fuck! And as you reach out of the door... Shit. You forget that it's locked. Well, shit. You don't even have the chance to turn around before the cat lunges all the way across the room at you. I feel like the multiple attacks are kind of overkill. I'm dead. There's no way I live that. You're torn to shreds before you can even blink. I don't think you have a face to blink with anymore. Adding 12. Targeted. Well, shit. If they're all individual and the cat loses its mind over a tiny red dot, hilarious. I don't know if I'd call it that. So if it doesn't retain its memory, maybe we can just fuck with it then. But first, we're picking the obvious answer. Fuck this cat. Sadly, as cute as the cat is, you never take this thing home with you. You just can't take it home with you. You're a responsible adult. You are. With rent and bills to pay for, not to mention you need to buy food to survive too. There's no way you could care for a cat long term, right? You can barely afford this little outing on your day off. What to do? What the fuck, man? What is this? You are not ready. Okay. Leave the fucking... Fuck you. You don't think it's a good idea to get the cat's hopes up of having someone look after it if you're not willing to commit. What if it gets attached and somehow tracks you down back to your home? You never get away. Oh. Sorry. See you around, I guess. You stand up, the cat watching your every move. You make it halfway out of the alley when the cat meows almost pitifully at you. Just leave! Ignore. Leave the cat. It's terrifying. Nope. You need to nip this in the bud and get on with your day. It's what's best for the both of you. Leave the alley and continue on your way. Wait, what was I doing? In all the excitement of dealing with your furry dilemma, you'd forgotten that you still hadn't decided on what you were going to do for your day off. I think I'll... Let's watch a movie. Movies are fun. It's been a while since a film came out that looked interesting, enough for you to drag yourself to a movie theater. But there's a showing of one such film at the old theater. The movie was a little too niche to be picked up by the new cinema that opened right across the street. That's okay though. Not exactly a fan of the crowds. Nothing ruins the experience of watching a new movie for you more than a noisy audience. Go to the old. Eagerly buy your ticket from the kind old man in the booth and head inside. Oh, it's barren. Some, even the 70s. Well, it's what you were counting on. You consider buying some popcorn, but can't help be concerned that everything at the concession stand might be expired. Move on and walk through the halls, finally locating the theater designated on your ticket stub. What are we watching? Expected the theater your movie will be playing in is completely empty. Perfect. You pick a spot right in the middle, even counting the seats and taking into consideration the gap of the staircase. As you settle in, the dim lights fade away, leaving the room pitch black. Oh no. I had to see eyes. I swear to God. Oh, thank God. Before the screen flickers on, no commercial or trailer pops up. The movie just begins. Please, you shrug and let yourself get immersed in the opening scene. I fucking bet you, if I played with that cat then left and came to this movie theater, its fucking eyes would have showed up. I fucking bet you. But just as you're getting into the premise, the doors open behind you momentarily, casting light into the room and ruining the atmosphere. You hold in a frustrated sigh. It's a public establishment after. I'm gonna lose my head to a cat. The place can't exactly afford to stay open if you're the only customer. You try to refocus on the movie, but you sense the new presence slowly shifting around the theater before heading in your general direction. You don't look around? What? Hey pal. You gape in utter disbelief as the stranger shuffles down the aisle, only to sit right in front of you. There's no one else here and plenty of spaces to sit. But you picked this perfect spot, so he may as well go right in front of you, which is essentially the perfect spot, and he doesn't have someone in his way. It's smart. The stranger's also unusually tall. Oh. Is this what was chasing me? Is this what was chasing me originally? Even with the stadium-like arrangement of the seats being on a somewhat steep incline, they're completely blocking your view. I'm not confronting some random... Just move. You don't want to risk escalating the situation further. This whole thing is already making you uneasy. Why would they choose to sit right in front of you? Surely they would know you wouldn't be able to see past them. Shaking your head with a passive-aggressive scoff in the stranger's direction. Okay, don't do that. You reluctantly pick another, less perfect seat in the theater. But, as you settle down, you see the stranger person get up. Only to once again sit down in the seat, directly in front of you. You look around somewhat helplessly as if waiting for someone to silently agree with you about how odd all of this is. Or to at least inform you that it's all an elaborate prank. There's no one else here with you. That's how you've always liked it, but I can't help but think that maybe it would be nice to have someone else here if it meant not being alone with this weird jerk. Fuck it, try it again. You move again. And again. They follow you. You bristle, annoyed and a little humiliated. Are they just getting a kick out of this or something? You waste enough time with this jerk that you don't even know what's going on in the movie anymore. I do not want to confront this man. Fuck. Let's leave. This is too weird. I feel like he's gonna follow me. I'm gonna get murdered. Feeling uncomfortable, you decide to leave the theater. There's still enough time left in the day to do something. What if he has yellow eyes and it's just like the cat's human form or some shit? You can see his yellow eyes penetrating the darkness. Now what? I'll be in my bed or something. Go to the new cinema. You don't know why. But you don't really feel great about the idea of being alone right now. Deciding to wait for the movie you've been anticipating to be available on DVD or streaming, you join the long line outside the new cinema. By the time you've reached the ticket booth, you just want to get inside. So you pick a movie at random and take your ticket from the tired-looking teenager manning the booth. Don't like that. The decor is chic and sleek, and the inside is bustling with people. It's not what you're usually into, but it's kind of nice not being alone. Even if you feel a little lonely watching families and groups of friends laughing among themselves. You get some popcorn, but the lines at the concession stands are long, and the prices are criminal anyway. You go through the halls, and follow the signs of the theater designated on your ticket before heading inside. I swear to God, if he's just in there, hanging out. Sigh. You sigh at the sight of the absolutely crowded theater. You head towards a seat, only to be told by the person next to it that it's being saved for someone. This happens a few more times before you finally manage to get yourself seated into a seat, annoyingly off-center to the screen. But the screen is at least visible, if not a little too close, so you grit your teeth and bear it. It's not that big a deal. The lights fade out, but the chatter doesn't. Most of the audience seems content to talk through the commercials and even through the trailers. Yeah, that's fair. You figure the chatter will stop when the movie actually begins, but it doesn't. You sigh out loud, not thinking anyone would hear you anyways. This is why you avoid movie theaters like the plague. Oh, God? Oh, fuck me. Fuck me! Suddenly the screen changes, showing the face of a black cat. At least we're not alone. A familiar black cat. Confused murmurs fill the room, but then the cat on the screen meows. That's not the sound it made. That's not the sound it made. Sound is strange. Not at all like any cat should sound. Haunting. Almost melodic. Yeah, I'm thinking like hypnotism or some shit. And layered as if made of multiple voices of different creatures. Creatures that would probably never say. You sit in confusion, wondering why you haven't already gotten up and left to complain to the cinema staff. Then you hear it. It's scattered and dissonant at first, but among the crowd, people start to chant along with the cat on the screen. I don't like this. Oh, they're getting louder. Wonderful. Should I, like, join in to try and hide that I'm not one of them? That I didn't get hypnotized? Is this just a thing? Like, you go to John Wick and suddenly you're hypnotized by a giant cat? Is this just a thing? Soon the entire room is chanting in perfect unison. Everyone's staring intently at the cat on the screen. You're feeling strangely drawn to the screen yourself, but the compulsion to stare blankly like the others isn't that strong. For now. Also, you start to notice out of the corner of your eye that some of the people in your immediate vicinity are looking at you. No. They're outright staring holes into you, even as they continue chanting. They don't miss a beat as they slowly begin to frown at you in blatant disapproval. The scowls deepen as time goes on, as if they're getting impatient.
absolutely try to blend in. Thinking fast, you look into the screen and begin to chant in tandem with the crowd. Okay, I'm not saying that. Are they happier? Okay, they're chilling. You feel the harshness of their collective gaze start to ebb away. I don't know what that means. They're in the theater, becoming lighter once again. You release air shakily, just realizing that you've been holding your breath earlier. You feel stuck. Surely you can't just up and leave now. Not after whatever all that was. People around you all seem fine now. There's no telling if they get aggressive at you for even moving too much. Never mind outright getting up and leaving. You decide to let this run its course. Hopefully someone will come along. Right? Or at least turn the film off. You continue to chant along with everyone. I really don't like this. You start to feel lightheaded. Am I actually getting hypnotized? Feels as if you could fall asleep, but your eyes don't feel heavy in the slightest. You try to look around and gauge the other's emotional state. You can't seem to look away from the screen. Oh, fuck. You try again, but you're still locked into eye contact with the cat on screen. I fell into the trap. It literally warned me. You're not drawn to it yet, or whatever. Fuck! You attempt to physically force your line of vision away. You steel your nerves, ready to throw yourself to the ground if you need to. Your body only gets as far as tensing up for a moment before completely loosening itself again, making you lay back limply into your seat. You think you should be panicking right about now, but even your brain feels limp. Your thoughts, a vaguely muted pastel pink, airy, sickeningly sweet and loosely spun, like cotton candy. You, like cotton candy. You think you shouldn't mind your thoughts and body being like cotton candy either. So, why get up and ruin that? It's nice here. No more at peace than you've ever felt before in such a crowded room. Still chanting. Never felt so alive and in tune with another person, let alone with an entire room full of complete strangers. You're not alone. Out of the corner of your eye, the person next to you starts to sink back even further into their chair. Then they sink more. Then more. Not like they're slouching or reclining. More like they're... Oh. Deflating. Their skin bunches up and wrinkles like fabric as if their muscles, their bones, have started to disintegrate. Their eyes dim before sinking into their sockets. Their mouth, still attempting to chant, falls open over a cutoff. Nah. Gaping as the word ends in an awful hiss, a final, weak release of air. You muse thoughtfully about whether or not you should be distressed at the sight. But even then, the blanket of peace doesn't leave you. Suddenly, from the pile of skin and clothes next to you, you see a lump moving around. You watch in dazed fascination as the lump makes its way to the part of the skin where the head used to be, and out from the mouth crawls a tiny black kitten. Oh! You can hear the familiar hissing sound all around you now as the unifying chants start to fade, only to be replaced with the faint mewling of kittens. Finally, your voice is the only one still chanting, still human, and alone. Again. You don't want that. You can't go back to that. Not again. Not again. Please. Just then, you go completely limp. Your body feels light, but it might as well weigh several tons, because you realize quite suddenly that you can't move. Not an inch. You can't shift your eyes to look around, you can't even breathe, but somehow, the chant continues to creak weakly from your mouth. A few kittens come forward and perch themselves on the chairs around you, watching your sinking body, mewling as they wait for their youngest sibling to emerge. From you. Dozens of glowing eyes peer down at you. And as your eyes start to cave into the sockets of your softening skull, you manage to make out the silhouette of a familiar cat perching on the seat right in front of you. Your vision finally fades. and that same hiss of air expels itself from your mouth. The last thing you sense is something small and alive, shifting eagerly under your skin. Ending 18. Happy birthday. That was a shit birthday. What the fuck? That's crazy. You have a front row seat to the touching reunion of multiple siblings at the new cinema. What the fuck, bro? Okay. We're giving the cat a quick bath. We're taking him home. We're giving him a quick bath. Take you home. You're mine. Gimme. Just swim with the cat. Like what? Clean the cat. Obviously quickly. Cats don't like water, you think. So a quick wash would be the way to go, right? You decide to do everything at once, filling the tub deep with soapy, bubbly, warm water. Quick dunk here, short scrubbing there, then rinse and dry. Cat won't even know what hit it before everything's over. You open the door and click your tongue, beckoning the cat inside. Quickly scampers in, curious to the newly available setting. Close the door so it won't be able to run out and make a mess of the apartment. Stealing yourself, you roll up your sleeves, lift up the cat and carry it over the tub. Your plan's already compromised as the cat starts to struggle in your hold. You probably should have held it so it couldn't see the water. Ow, ow, hey! Scratches at your arms. You knew it wouldn't be happy about the water, but you didn't think it'd be this irate. Still as mad as it will be at you for a little while. You know this is for the best. A deep scratch to your biceps startles you, making you drop the cat into the tub. Splash. Shoot, kitty? It's gonna get big. It's gonna get angry. Cat doesn't reemerge, hissing and yowling like you thought it would. You rush over and dunk your arms beneath the soapy surface, searching for the cat. What if it bumped its head and blacked out? It would drown. You're gonna be missing your arms, but you don't find the cat. It's dead. What the? You watch as the water starts to darken. First you think it's just dirt from the cat. Feel a little vindicated about your decision, but... Is that its hair? The water darkens further and further, until it looks like you filled the tub with black ink rather than water. And the soap bubbles are translucent obsidian now. This is... something's not right. But as soon as you have this thought... Whoa! You just felt something tugging you from under the water. You try to pull away, but your arm won't budge. Whatever it is, it pulls you closer towards the water. Try to use your free hand to release the drain plug. But then when you dunk your other arm in the water without thinking, it's grabbed too. Both hands are strained, you can't get any leverage to force yourself free. Help! Splash. You're dragged into the murky waters of the tub. You're dragged down, and down, and down further still. Much farther than it should be possible for your bathtub. You can't breathe. You think you can't see either, but as you draw your final breath, you think you see what has been pulling you down. Something resting deep, deep down below. Something waiting for you. Ending 14. Bath hater. Yeah, he did like that bath, huh? What the fuck? What? That's a little bit of an overreaction, I feel like. My bad, I guess. Note to self, do not throw cats into a bathtub full of water. Yeah, shit, my bad. Oops. Take. Do something with the cat. Play with the cat. We're not playing it with the fucking laser pointer. Let's play some yarn. Every movie and cartoon involving cats that you've watched since childhood is to be believed, then you can deduce with almost absolute certainty that cats fucking love yarn. Probably. Who just has a ball of yarn? You unearth some from an old box in the hallway closet that's filled with knickknacks from various abandoned hobbies. You consider just handing the ball of bright red yarn over to the cat and supervising from the side, but that would defeat the idea of playing together, wouldn't it? You cut off a decent length of string from the ball of yarn and go back to the living room. It looks upset. The cat is resting on the floor. It's not asleep, but when it looks up, as you enter the living room, you feel like it could doze off right then and there. You'll fix that. You smirk a little, confident with your surprise.
Oh, the piece of yarn dangled just above the floor, pinched between your thumb and index finger. I'm guessing it's because it's red. I think it likes red because of blood. Because it just assumes it's blood. The sudden shift in the cat's demeanor makes your heart start to beat a little faster. Its posture has barely changed at all. Just a subtle shift at the head and ears. Slight tension in the shoulders. A sharpness in the gaze that it locks onto the yarn dangling an inch above the floor. The cat could still pass as being almost relaxed. Calm. Oh, don't like that. Yet the air is thick with its eagerness to lunge forward. Where did its pupils go? I don't think eyes are supposed to do that. Waiting for the right moment to strike. You feel like you've just witnessed the awakening of the perfect predator. You're almost afraid of what will happen once you make the first move. But it will be you who makes the first move. You take a deep breath. Relax your shoulders. And... Yoink! The cat had lunged the instant you wiggled the yarn, but you're faster. It completely misses as you flick your wrist, making the yarn recoil out of its reach like a terrified snake. Having overshot the landing in its eagerness, the cat stumbles and looks around as if shocked at its failed attack. You generously click your tongue to help reorient it. The cat whips its head around at the sound. You're slightly taken aback at the intensity of its stare in the yarn, but you persist. You wiggle the yarn again, encouragingly. And yes, maybe a little tauntingly. This time, the cat anticipates the yarn's upward dodge and leaps up to swipe at it. But you're already one step ahead, puppeting the yarn to dance gracefully out of reach once more. Hee hee, come on, you can do it. It's a little condescending, but you can't seem to help it. I feel like taunting the cat that's murdered me 8 times is not a great idea. Like, it literally took all of my internal organs and everything inside of my skin and made a cat out of it. Like, I feel like not the best idea right now. For some reason, it feels a little good knocking the feline down a peg or two. Oh yeah, absolutely, I can understand that. At least it seems to be enjoying itself. I mean, the latest time it drowned us, so... You hope anyway. You keep going. The cat's movements have gotten more aggressive. Must be getting frustrated. You could swear it nearly took a shot at your eye the last time. And it jumped so high and erratically. You've been keeping the yarn in constant motion, afraid to slow down. Your wrist is starting to get tired. The cat doesn't seem to be losing any energy though. It's like, it's getting faster and faster. Flick. Flick. Oh no. Ah, your wrist finally cramped sharply, making you lose control of the yarn's motion. The tip of it brushed slightly against... Oh no. Oh, and there goes my stomach. Okay, wonderful. Oh, yep. Who needed that, you know? Pain rips low across your torso, into your torso. I didn't need my organs, okay? Blood pours out of your mouth. Oh god. In a daze, you look down and see red blooming slowly along the bottom of your shirt, and the tears in your fabric. Cough, cough. Blop. Ah. You watch as long, thick ropes of something pour out from under your shirt into a bloody heap on the floor at your feet. A single red, streaked rope still hangs from you, connecting you to all that mess. Are those your... You crumble to the ground and topple over onto your side. Your vision has gone blurry, but... Oh. He looks, man. You can just make out the shape of something small and a deep inky black as it walks over and inspects her. Oh god, they're your intestines. Before it starts to giddily roll around in the mass of your bloody insides next to you. Well, fuck. Maybe that wasn't the right choice. Darkness falls over you. Fuck you, cat. The cat sounds happy. Nonsensically, you wonder where the yarn is gone, but there's really no need to worry about that. The cat seems content with the next best thing. Ending 11, at the end of your rope. Well, shit. Alright, what about 11? End of your rope complete? What cat doesn't love playing with some yarn? Yep,
That was something right there. All right, take yoink my cat. Fuck you. Do something with the cat. No, we did play. Fuck it. We're petting the cat all the way. Petting the cat all the way. Fuck you. I'm sorry. Oh no. When you scratch under the cat's chin, it bites at your fingers. It might be bleeding, but barely. It might be bleeding, but really it barely hurts. More of a warning than anything. The cat struggles in your hold. It's watching you closely. Fuck it. You keep petting the cat. Chomp. Oh! Did you just take my whole ass thumb? The cat bites off your finger. Oh, I didn't need that. You have 10 fingers. Surely you can do without one. It hurts. You're definitely bleeding now. But for some reason, you just can't stop. You don't know what it is. Its fur is so much softer than you realized. You'd think that it would be shining in the faint light of your living room, but it's as if the darkness of the cat's black coat is sucking in all the illumination around it, rendering it completely null. You're drawn to it, like you're somehow holding a deep, dark abyss right in your lap. It seems calmer now, munching on your severed finger. The stump between your thumb and middle finger is leaking. But you keep petting. You fret that your blood will ruin its fur. The cat no longer seems to mind. Time passes. It's dark out now. Soft as the fur is, your palm has started to feel raw and damp under the constant friction from your petting. You think faintly that maybe you've had enough. You start to lift your hand from the cat, and in a flash... Well, maybe that wasn't... You sacrificed a finger. Why would you stop petting the cat? Oh! That's more than a finger. Your entire hand is separated from your wrist. I mean, you have another one. It flops onto your lap beside the cat. The cat's claws on its front right paw glisten with crimson liquid. You don't feel it for a moment, but your body tenses, anticipating the pain as you blankly watch the cat lick at the bloody palm of your severed hand. It hurts. It really, really hurts. Then, the cat looks up at you and you feel compelled to keep petting. You're reluctant, but you're also afraid of what will happen if you don't heed the call. Well, what will you lose next if you try to resist again? You were hurt for your insistent petting earlier, and now you've been hurt for trying to stop. It defies all logic. That's what scares you. There's no reasoning with such fickle whims. You feebly try to raise your uninjured hand to pet the cat, but it stiffens, golden eyes glinting dangerously. Well, alright then. You raise your bleeding stump and resume your petting to the best of your ability. You pet. And you bleed. You pet. And you bleed. You pet. And you bleed. You pet. And you... Ending 7. Personal boundaries. Yeah, wow, that's rough, man. You only gotta take no for an answer. It's an important life lesson. Yeah, you're right. My cat. Alright, what happens if we pet the cat almost all the way? We edge the cat. Bites our finger a little bit. Alright, let's do something else. Alright, feed the cat. The cat looks hungry, so you decide to feed it. You're regretting not stopping for food earlier, so you don't have much left. Grocery shopping day is tomorrow, after all. You head to the kitchen and click your tongue, ensuring the cat follows after you. Am I going to cut my finger on a knife again? Leaps nimbly under the kitchen counter and watches as you search for meal options. Let's see. You find some things you expect. Can of tuna in the pantry. Some leftover meatloaf in the fridge. And... what's that? You realize there's a tightly sealed Tupperware on the bottom shelf of the fridge. You don't recognize it. A foul odor is leaking from the container. Whatever's inside can't be safe for human consumption. The cat seems excited about it, practically salivating over it. Alright, you can have that. Still, you're the caretaker here. You're the one who needs to decide what's best to feed a hungry cat. So you'll feed it. Let's eat the mystery meat. Come on. Sounds tasty to me. Is this really a good idea? Ugh, fine. I guess if this is what you want. You open the container and... Mmm, tasty. Ugh. You just barely managed to keep from throwing up. Just barely. The stench is overwhelming. Yeah, give me a minute. You hazard a look at the contents of the container, but... What the fuck is that? Honestly, I can't understand what you're supposed to be looking at. Everything is just mashed together. What exactly everything consists of is a mystery. You're more than happy to keep unsolved. Different shapes, different sizes, different textures. Not the color, though. All of it is the same color. The most unfortunate looking shade of gray you've ever seen. Tinted with a nauseating wet green film over the top. Am I supposed to warm it up, or you don't really know how to serve it? Any utensils or plate that touches it is getting thrown out immediately. No exceptions. Your hands are going to be scrubbed with soap and hot water within an inch of their lives after this. You decide against putting this crap in your microwave. You doubt it would taste or smell any better warm. No wanting to hold it anymore, you shake your head and practically toss the container next to the cat on the floor. The cat enthusiastically dives to the toxic-looking sludge, sniffing it as if savoring the scent. You turn to the fridge and close it. You've lost your appetite. You're about to head to the bathroom to wash your hands for the next hour or so when... What? Huh? Ow? Sharp pain on your foot. Oh no. I trip over a knife again. Catch yourself in the kitchen sink and look down to see the tip of your sock is... red. Red is still slowly spreading to the rest of your sock. Are you bleeding? Quickly reach down and pull off your sock to see the damage. Am I missing a toe? Oh god, my toe! I need that toe! Your middle toe is gone. It's just gone. Just a stump is left in its place, steadily leaking blood onto the floor. You clumsily step back as if it would help you get away from what you were seeing. The blood trail simply follows your movements. 911. You have to call 911. Phone, where's the... Oh, what toe did we lose this time? Oh, gurgle. Oh, what's your tongue is... Oh, what's happening to me? You slowly look over to find the cat is still eating, completely unbothered by your suffering. Not bothering to try and stop the blood from dribbling out of your mouth. Keep watching in a daze as the cat happily chews at a gross piece of... Wait, that's... Look more closely at the mystery food in the cat's jaws. Looks vaguely familiar. Is it you? It looks like... a tongue? Before you can even think to do anything to stop it, the cat dives into the container again. Bites into a piece that looks like a... It looks like whatever I lost. You collapse on the floor, clutching your torso. You writhe around on the blood-streaked tiles, crying. Something inside you just... Ugh! Blood pours out from deep within you. Whatever that was, felt important. And now it's probably gone too. It hurts. It hurts so much. Stop, please. Vaguely try to reach up to the cat on the counter above you. Your vision blurs from the effort, from the pain, from your tears, from... Ugh! Your eyes. Your eyes. You fall limply back to the floor. You're leaking blood all over. From all over. Your foot, your mouth, your insides, your eye sockets. You can feel your life fading away too. That's fine. If it means not feeling the pain of losing another part of you, then... Hopefully the cat will take its time eating your eyeballs. And give you time to just... Ending 10. You are what you eat. What the fuck, man? What an asshole. What a dick.
God, I don't like that. You fed the cat something it really, really liked it. Oh, I think I fed it me. Oh, I hate that a lot, man. That was, oof. Some of the cats, feed it something else. You're getting fed something else. Have some meatloaf. You get a feeling the cat won't be too impressed with anything that comes out of a can. You're not about to feed it whatever the heck that toxic looking sludge is. I'm gonna get eaten, aren't I? So it's settled. A tuna sandwich for you and leftover meatloaf for your feline guest. You ignore the cat's disappointed meows as you put the weird container back in the fridge to dispose of later. You warm up the meatloaf in the microwave. That's a loud-ass microwave. You place the now warm meatloaf in a saucer next to the cat on the counter. You don't think you should be encouraging it to eat up there, but you figure it'll make up for electing not to feed it the toxic goop it wanted. Cat looks like it finds the meatloaf interesting. Works for you. Eat up, kitty. If the cat digs into its meal, you go about searching for some bread for your tuna sandwich. So distracted by your search that you only just barely hear. If I lose my toe again, you turn around and see that the meatloaf is only one, maybe 2 bites taken out of it. More alarmingly, it seems to be a red trail of something, leading away from where the cat had been sitting. Off the edge of the counter towards the living room is that blood? It's eating me, isn't it? You jump at the strange sounds coming from around the corner, further into your apartment. You attempt to steal your nerves. Taking a breath, you walk around the corner to head into the living room. Splat. You stepped into something warm and wet and red. You resist the urge to vomit and step away from the trail of... You follow the trail into the living room and see that it leads into the hall. What's it eating? It's getting louder. It's definitely in the hall. As long as it's not me, it's fine. Feel like you can hear your heartbeat. You hope whatever's in the hall can't. Your body shakes as you feel yourself step forward. And forward. And forward. And forward. You peek around the corner. Nothing. There's nothing there. What? You walk further into the hall and see that the trail leads all the way down to the end of it. There's nothing there. You don't quite feel relief, but at least... Plop. You feel something wet and warm drip onto your cheek. Something warm. You swipe your shaking hand across it and pull it back to see your fingers covered in something. You should look up. Gurgle, gurgle. Oh. I don't think I like the meatloaf. You look up and see what can only be described as meat. Oh! What? The entire ceiling of the hallway is covered in a thick, undulating, writhing layer of pulsing meat. Its center is a single glowing eyeball, frantically rolling around in every direction. What? Until it lands squarely on you. Is that the cat? You try to take a step back, desperate to escape the hallway, to escape this thing. But... oh, before you can even scream, meaty tendrils shoot out and grab you. No, let me go! They pull you up, and up. I don't like that. Into a pair of slowly opening jaws. And then... oh! Ending 9, leftovers. What the fuck? I don't know if it liked that. Like, you had the cat some leftover meatloaf. It liked it, okay. It's gonna hate the tuna, and I'm scared about what it's gonna do to me because it doesn't like tuna. Let's find out. Doesn't want the cat. Feed the cat. Have them tuna. Cats like fish, right? Shrugging, you take out the tuna for the cat and the meatloaf for yourself. You put the frankly ominous container back in the fridge. Cat looks a little disappointed. Tough. You need to dispose of that weird whatever it is later. You open the tuna and spoon it onto a small saucer. Put the sauce on the kitchen counter next to the cat. You don't think you should be encouraging it to eat up there, but you figure it'll make up for electing not to feed it the toxic goop it wanted. Cat looks like it finds the tuna acceptable. You'll take it. Eat up, kitty. As the cat digs into its meal, you go about heating up the meatloaf in the microwave. So, the meatloaf is interesting, but the tuna is acceptable. I'm scared for what that means. While setting the time, you hear... huh? You're trying to see that the plate is completely empty. Oh, that was quick. You need to pace yourself. You good? What the? You watch, baffled as the cat continues to hiccup, causing little bubbles to float out of its mouth. Okay, that's okay. You can process this. It's not completely out of the realm of what's possible, right? Right. Best not to think too hard about it. Soon enough, the room is full of the floating bubbles. I feel like I'm gonna die, or like if I touch it with my finger, I'm gonna lose my finger. Cat releases a final tiny bubble before yawning and laying down right there on the spot. Well, glad you enjoyed it. Tiny bubbles haven't left the room or popped. They seem to be pretty resilient. Wait, what? What's that? One of the bubbles floats closer to you. You see there's actually something inside it. A tiny, furry fish? This is just getting weirder and weirder. Still, can't help but marvel at the impossible wonder in front of you. Oh god, I'm losing a hand. The fish is gonna eat my hand. Extend a finger towards the bubble. Carefully press it against the surface. Yep. Ow. Little fish inside lashes out, viciously sinking tiny fangs into your finger. Doesn't really hurt that much at first, but then I lose my finger and all the other fish hit me. Ah, what was that? Pain starts to climb from your finger to the rest of your hand, past your wrist. Could it be some kind of venom? You fling your arm around and attempt to dislodge the fish, but more bubbles, more. Gah! You accidentally knock your arm into several of the bubbles floating around. More tiny, ravenous fish lash on into your flesh. You stumble back out of pain and a sudden bout of dizziness, only to bump into more bubbles. More fish digging their teeth into your back. It hurts. You're getting dizzy. You've got to get out. You deliriously try to stumble out of the kitchen. The entire room is filled with the deadly bubbles. By the time you collapse to the ground, you're absolutely covered in tiny, angry, biting fish. Your legs, your torso, your arms, your face. The pain is unbearable. You can feel it in your skin, in your teeth, in your eyes, in your hair, and it's so consuming. You can't even feel yourself convulsing or crying. You don't black out. Your eyes are still rolling up into your skull when you gasp out your last breath. Ending 8. Fish out of water. What the fuck, man? What? What do you mean you burp fish? Fed the cat some tuna. It liked it okay. What the shit? Okay, I don't think anything happened, but I just want to see if we say we'll feed it and then we put everything away. See you later. Not too hungry right now. Decided to hold off from food and do something else. Okay, yeah. We've done everything here to every extent. Means we do something alone. Like what? To clean apartment. Be productive. You decide that even if it's your day off, it doesn't mean you have a guest and all, but you really shouldn't put off your chores. Best to get them done while you're in the mood to do so. So for now, you get dressed, roll up your sleeves, and get to work. At least, you try to. Ugh. You sweep the living room, wipe the kitchen counter. Okay, you don't make it to your bed, but who actually does that anyways? Still, you notice that no matter how much you clean up, you keep finding more messes than when you started. You peek over at the cat. You suspect that it might be the culprit behind this mystery, but every time you rush to check on it or catch it in the act, you always find it napping in the living room. They do sleep like 18 hours a day or something like that. You keep cleaning, but the cat, or something, keeps leaving more and more messes in its wake. Fuck it, keep cleaning. Keep cleaning, but there's just more mess, and more, and more. You finally stop and look around you. What? What is this? You don't even recognize your home anymore. There's piles of junk everywhere. Do you even own this much stuff? You don't remember ever buying or receiving most of it. The piles tower over you. You feel claustrophobic. The stench of garbage is overwhelming, despite your hands feeling raw from all the cleaner fluid you've been using. Your eyes still burn from the bleach. You need some air. You need to get out of here. Oh, you hear a crash and see that a teacup you're certain you don't own smash on the floor. You look up and see the cat perched on a teetering pile of china and kitchen appliances. Carefully nudges another teacup from the pile, sending it careening to the ground. But you don't even flinch as it shatters. Instead,
You start to chuckle. Hee hee hee. Suddenly, you're laughing. It's so hilarious. That tears start running down your face. I knew it was you. You did this, didn't you? You pick up the largest piece of ceramic from the broken teacups. Didn't you? You throw it at the cat. That's a bad idea. The cat dodges by leaping off the pile. The pile sways. It's gonna fall on me. It sways. It's falling. Huh, it's falling towards you. Yep. Ow. You can't move. You're buried. The pile fell on top of you. Broken shards of fine china and sharp utensils stab you. Your organs. Your bones feel loose and limp, crushed under the heavy appliances. Warm liquid pools under you with the last of your strength. You listen as the cat pads over to you before laying down and purring sleepily. Yeah, my nap sounds pretty good. Ending 1. A not-so-clean getaway. What the fuck? Try to clean your apartment, but apparently you're not very good at it. Alright, well, let's try that again, but let's try to catch the cat in the act. We got this, I believe. Clean. Oops. Catch cat in the act. How are you supposed to finish cleaning up if this little imp is making a menace of itself? No. You know the cat's the culprit. Consider locking it up in the bathroom, or at least until you clean the rest of the apartment. But it doesn't just seem fair when you don't actually have any proof. You just need to investigate this further. You need proof. Not just for the sake of your sanity, but more importantly, for the sake of cleanliness. You start to clean again and peek behind you, catching mere glimpses of paw here or a tail there. But as with earlier, when you rush back to the living room, the cat is still sleeping. Okay, you want to play, cat? Let's play. This time you decide to lay a trap. One your feline friend won't be able to resist. Tackle the kitchen island counter and give it the works. It's glistening by the time you're done. It's so clean, you'd dropkick anyone who even thought of eating off of it. The perfect trap for your little cleaning saboteur. You whistle innocently as you exit the room and hide around the corner of the entryway to the hall. From the angle you're at, you have a perfect view of the cat and the island counter. There's no way you won't catch the culprit in the act now. If it really isn't the cat, maybe you'll give it a treat as an apology for your suspicions. But as you deliberate if you should stop by the grocery store to get some fish, the cat starts to shift. It's back. That was rising and falling evenly moments ago. It's now rippling in small tremors like an agitated wave in a black sea. It's shuddering. It's bubbling. It's bulging. It's bulging. Oh shit, hello. What up? What the hell? You gape in disbelief as another cat bursts out of the still sleeping feline you've taken home with you. You're fairly certain that's not how cats give birth. More importantly, you watch cat number 2 shake itself off before leaping up onto the counter, rolling around on top of it and leaving fur and grime in its wake. Probably should have given it a bath earlier. No, I should not have. It goes bad every time. You feel like your mind is lagging behind the reality of the discovery you've just made. But you don't seem capable of thinking beyond smaller observations. For example, though the hows and whys of what you're witnessing elude you, the more pertinent question that strikes you is that the original cat is still sleeping, and the clone cat is busy making yet another mess. Then where are all the other clones? Oh! Hi! Suddenly, the two cats look directly at you in perfect unison. Their eyes pin on you to the spot with their intensity. But you realize, with the familiar sinking feeling of being watched from behind, that they're not the only ones looking at you. You slowly turn around. Hi? Oh! Hi! Packed in the hall behind you, from the floor to the ceiling, is a living, breathing, writhing wall of cats, of clones, all piled on top of each other. The glowing golden eyes of every cat in the undulating wall of pure black fur, every single eye, is trained on you. Out of fear and a sheer desperate need to distance yourself from this blight on reality and order, you take a single step back, and in response, the wall just breaks. The cats all stampeding over you. It'd be kind of cute If their soft paws weren't hiding claws as sharp as knives. You try to protect yourself. There's just too many of them. Blood leaks steadily from your scratches. You feel dizzy. With what little strength you have, you turn your head and watch as the cats tear through carpet and upholstery, knock over vases and dishes and lamps, claw at the walls. It's going to take forever to clean this up, you think. Maybe I'll tack it all again later. Right after you take a short nap. With an annoyed sigh, you breathe your last breath. Ending 2, double trouble. What the fuck? He just pulls more and more abilities out of his ass. This is bullshit. You found the ones responsible for making a mess of your apartment? Ha, those little pranksters. What the fuck you mean, little pranksters? He murdered me again. Oh. This is new. Hello. Is something happening? Oh. I'm sorry. What? What? I'm so sorry. I was just so tired of everything. Not you. Shut the fuck up. Not you. Never you. But I couldn't be the person you deserve. Could never hope to be. You were so amazing. Smart and talented and independent. You shined. But in comparison, Is this the cat talking? Damn it. So stupid. So worthless. But when it approached me, it didn't tell me that it wanted me. It needed me. Maybe that's what I wanted all along. Wanting could be so fleeting, but to be needed? There was nothing I wouldn't give to have someone tell me that I mattered to them. That they needed me. So is this me about the cat because the cat so-called needs me? You're walking. Right, of course. First time in a while you felt like going out. And you're actually glad that you did. Everything is normal? Is everything... Everything seems... normal. Okay, everything's normal. Take cat home. Do something alone. Time to watch a movie. Not tired enough for a nap, but you're too lazy to get started on any of your chores. So you decide to watch a movie. Get dressed in your favorite pajamas, make some popcorn with an obscene amount of butter, and hover to your armchair. Only to discover the cat is already napping in it. You found a little unthought. The couch isn't at the best angle for optimal TV viewing pleasure, and you don't feel like pushing it around and having to put it back later. The only 2 options you have left is sit on the floor, move the cat, and reclaim your throne. I would sit on the floor, absolutely. You decide to sit on the floor. The cat is a guest after all, and you pride yourself on being a good host if nothing else. Well, at least you would if you ever had any guests over before. You grab a blanket and some pillows and make a comfy nest in front of the chair. I feel like it's just gonna reach over and slit my throat. It's easy access. You pop in a random movie from your collection and can tell instantly that it's one of your favorite horror films. You've seen it a few times already, but it never fails to get your blood pumping. A few minutes in and you're already invested, getting reacquainted with the story and characters. The scares won't come until later, but for some reason you feel like something is watching you from behind. You know it's probably nothing, but you feel compelled to check anyway. Peek over your shoulder. Hi. Only to jump out of your skin, jostling a few pieces of popcorn out of the bowl of your lap. Cat is awake and looking right at you. Ugh. Take a calming breath, recovering from your heart nearly lurching out of your chest, and immediately feel foolish. Jesus Christ, dude. I don't like its eyes. I really don't like this cat. It was just the cat, of course. It was so quiet you'd forgotten it was right behind you. Even though it's the whole reason you're sitting on the floor in the first place. You shakily pick up the remote, intending to rewind some of the parts you missed. However, as soon as you press the rewind button, TV shuts off. You blink, confused. Nothing else turned off. The kitchen's dimmed lights. was still on, the digital clock was still glowing, and the movie player was still rewinding. Power clearly didn't go out, so why? Feel a chill run down your spine as you watch the cat's reflection in the dark TV screen. It's still looking at you. Cats stare. Silly. Kind of their thing. Right? You're a new addition in its life. Of course it's going to study you closely to see if you're trustworthy. As you mentally reassure yourself, you turn the TV back on. God, I hate this. What? The TV's on, but the movie isn't what's playing on screen. That's not the cat. That is not the cat. It's you. You watch yourself from on screen as you feel your brow furrow in tandem. It's like footage of you in real time, like you're being recorded. Feel the familiar sensation of your mind focusing on small details to avoid the bigger picture of your current situation. Avoiding the questions of how this is happening, of who or what is doing this, and why. What are you? Suddenly your mirrored self smiles and waves at you, all on its own. You don't wave back, too stunned to move. Give it a high five. The you on the screen doesn't seem to mind, though. It then stands up. It walks out of frame. And, ah! Terrified yell rips out of your mouth before you can think to stifle it. On screen in the chair is the cat. But it's wrong. It becomes a large, swollen mass of black fur. Its twitching pulse, a rhythmic with its slow, almost methodical breaths. Its mouth is a yawning entrance to a black abyss, framed by a set of teeth that look very, very sharp. Glowing eyes bulge all over its body. It's still looking at you. Doesn't even acknowledge your on-screen persona as they walk back into frame and pet it almost lovingly. Then, the you inside the TV touches one of the cat's fangs. You flinch at a sudden sharp pain in your palm. You look down and sure enough, your hand is bleeding. Not particularly afraid of blood, but for some reason the sight of it leaking out of your sends another chill down your back. A thought, clear and terrible, flashes across your mind. It's not just the mutated cat in the TV that's watching you. Is it? Don't look behind you. 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 Watch helplessly as your on-screen self smiles and nods at you, almost encouragingly. They stand in front of the cat's gaping jaws. They look into the dark depths. It is you're torn between the horrifying realization of what's about to happen and the griping wonder of what they see looking back at them from that deep, deep darkness. They jump in. Darkness is a sudden presence all around you, pressing in, holding you down, and yet you somehow also feel weightless. You can't tell if you're falling, but it doesn't feel like you're laying down or standing either. You feel warm. You feel cold. You feel everything. You feel nothing. You feel nothing. Ending 3, silent film. What the fuck? What was... You have the cast in your favorite chair and watch a scary movie together, just an ordinary movie night. No, it was not an ordinary movie night. Cats don't turn into weird fucking masses of fur with eyeballs and giant-ass mouths, and you don't see a weird version of you through TV. God, that was the best, like, scare in the game so far, when he turned around, and it was just the cat staring at him. That was the best one so far. And this is fucking fire, bro. This is a great game. Alright, watch a movie. I'm kicking you out of my chair. It's my chair. Fuck you. You square your shoulders. Sorry, kitty, but that's my spot. Get the fuck out of here. Pick up the cat and place it on the floor. Why don't you just put her on your lap? Clearly upset with you. When you try to pet it as an apology, it dodges your hand and scampers away. You shrug and put her in a random movie before nestling into your chair. Is it a horror movie? Yep. Oh, it's a horror movie that you love to heckle from beginning to end. Nothing but an endless string of pointless jump scares. Do the writers not know the meaning of the word subtle? Nope. What was that? Was it the bathroom? Cat must have gotten into the medicine cabinet and knocked something over. Calming your thundering heart with a deep breath, you pause the movie and get up to investigate. Whoa, the cat dashes between your legs from the hall. Fleeing the scene only makes you look guiltier, you know. Even more reluctant to see the damage now. You just want to relax and watch your bad horror movie. You go into the bathroom and turn on the light. Just as you thought, all the stuff in your medicine cabinet is scattered on the tiles. You sigh. At least none of it looks broken or damaged.
You crouch down to pick everything up. What do you have in your medicine cabinet? Click. Did the door just close? Did you bump it when you crouched down, or? To be fair, I have this in my door and my dad's, where just because of the weird airflow in the room, the door will slam itself. Like, you'll have it perfectly open in different positions, and it will slam itself closed. Well, at least the cat can't come in and make more of a mess this way. What? The lights? Didn't you just replace the bulbs? They weren't faulty, were they? Yeah, remember to hold on to your seats for situations like these. You doubt you'll be able to get your money back. You stand up. Oh no. You shake out the pain in your knees from crouching and opening your medicine cabinet. Carefully, you place everything back where they belong, making sure nothing is missing. You close the cabinet door. Okay. Oh. Ah! You jump back, slamming against the wall, covering your mouth. Look back up at the mirror on the medicine cabinet door to see. Nothing. Nothing? What the hell? Something was. You know you saw something just now. You know you did, right? Fuck! What? Wait a second. I definitely saw something. I didn't even get to read. What the fuck? What the fuck? Ah! You rush out of the bathroom and slam the door behind you without looking. You enter the hall and... Just leave. No. Your door's locked though, isn't it? Oh. Fuck me. But chill! No. You shield yourself with your arms and... Nothing. Nothing again. You peek through your fingers and see... Just your usual hallway. You don't feel very good. You need to sit down. Carefully make your way back to the dark living room, trying to overwhelm your senses any more than you already have. Maybe you should watch something a little more lighthearted, or just lie down instead. You don't know. It's a little hard to think. You just need to sit down. Stumbling forward, you reach your chair, but the cat... Oh. Hello. It's nothing. At all. Just the cat, sitting back in your chair again, looking up at you curiously. What up? What up, cutie patootie? I don't like the red. Am I gonna die? But it's enough. Your heart lurched so harshly out of a mixture of fear and anticipation that it completely gives out. Your eyes roll up into your skull. You feel yourself falling back. Hi. You're dead before you even hit the ground. Stop! Heading 4. Real subtle. That was the most effective because of all the anticipation's been building up throughout the rest of the fucking story. God damn it! God, fuck you! Ending 4. You took back the chair from the cat and enjoyed some silly little jump scares alone. Fuck you! I hate that. I don't like how well that worked, just because of everything it's been building up to without this whole game. Shit. Alright, watch a movie. My throne. Hello. I saw something. Yeah, definitely. Rush into the bathroom and slam the door behind you without looking. You enter the hall and... No. It's the same thing? Hello. No. You shield yourself with your arms and... Nothing. Nothing again. You peek through your fingers and see... Just your usual hallway. You don't feel very good. You need to sit down. Carefully make your way back to the dark living room. Try not to overwhelm your senses any more than you already have. Maybe you should watch something a little more lighthearted. Or just lie down instead. You don't know. It's a little hard to think. You just need to sit down. Stumbling forward, you reach your chair. But... I died to a normal cat again. Nothing at all. Yep, but it's enough. Yep, and there I go. Hello. Real subtle. Okay, same ending. Okay. Bam. Bam, bam. Alone. Bam. Taking a nap. I don't like the idea of taking a nap in this situation. I feel a little tired from the events of today. Making life-changing choices like committing to the responsibility of caring for another living creature Really wears you out. You could definitely use a nap. You just picked up a cat, that's all you did. Get to your room and get dressed in your pajamas before you decide to grab a glass of water from the kitchen. Get back to your bedroom, ready for a much-needed nap. Hey, cat. Whoa! Only for the cat to race past you through the open door and jump on the middle of the bed. Takes its time, kneading at the sheets before settling down and closing its eyes. Well, that was fast. You frowned thoughtfully. Now that your mind's on it, you find yourself really craving a nap in your own bed. There's no way you're settling for sleeping on the couch, certainly not the armchair. Which means you should... Fuck. Just sleep. Sleep with the cat. You shrug. What's the harm in sharing the bed, right? You both have had a long day after all. Try to carefully avoid jostling the cat as you lay down, but it immediately scoots over and curls up against you anyway. You smile. Sweet dreams. I don't like this. I'm gonna wake up at night and it's gonna be like staring at me creepily while it's on my chest. Huh? You feel like you've slept for a long time. Feel a warm weight in your back. You don't see the... Oh, mystery solved then. You feel comfortable? Consider getting out, but as soon as the thought enters your head, your mind fills with static and a deep sense of disapproval. Not then. Not yet. Okay. Cat, jostled by your attempts at movement, kneads painfully at your back before settling down again and falling back asleep. You fall back into slumber too. It's night. You want to get up. Claws dig into your back like a warning. Tomorrow then, right? Morning, you'll be late for work. But the cat doesn't budge. You don't even try to get up this time. You just close your eyes and drift off again. It's the next day. Since the last several days. Or has it been weeks? Or longer? You're not quite sure. You're hungry. You don't know how long you've been lying down. You feel sore in your back, but also on your stomach, your arms, your face, everywhere. You can't remember your last meal, last time you drank anything. You've been sleeping all this time. You feel exhausted, more tired than you think you've ever felt in your life. Feels like a giant hand is pressing you into the bed. You can't remember the last time you even considered moving. But somehow you know that you need to go back to sleep anyway. Everything will be fine if you just go back to sleep. You think you're hallucinating when the cat finally stirs. Stretches languidly before hopping off your back. Hear its feet padding through your still open bedroom door. Its steps fading down the hall. You don't open your eyes. You don't move. You're afraid you don't remember how. You're afraid the static will return if you try. But you eventually do try. Try to prop yourself up on one arm. It's thinner than you've ever seen it. Thinner than you think should be possible. Oh no. The arm snaps under the weight of your body and crumbles to dust on the bedsheets. Doesn't hurt in the slightest. As if even your nerves have dried up and become as useless as you feel in general. Just how long have you been laying in bed? You don't have much time to think about it. Your failed attempt at sitting up sends you tumbling over the side of the bed like a rag doll. But you think you're probably closer to being a ceramic doll, as your body shatters instantly upon impact with the floor. Your head rolls towards the door, letting you watch as the rest of your strewn body parts crack and crumble, and turn to broken ruin as your consciousness begins to fade. The cat strolls into view, then poking and prodding at the remains of your brittle limbs. Bad kitty, you try to say. But you think your jaw might have snapped off earlier as well. Almost as if sensing your attention, the cat walks over to you. Well, your head at least. And you watch with your final conscious seconds as it lays down, curling its body around you. Feels warm. Well, maybe another nap couldn't hurt. Ending 6, just a cat nap. Damn. Wow. You just, wow, that's wild. Resting's good, but you should get up and stretch every now and then. Then eat and drink. Damn, that's wild. Skip. Yoink.
Take a nap. Wham. Fuck you. Tentatively nudge the cat in an attempt to make it move on its own. It doesn't budge in the slightest. My bad, fuck you. You push a little more firmly this time. Oh no. Cat sounds annoyed with you. Again, you will sleep in your own bed. This is my bed. Oh shit. The cat opens one yellow eye and it slides up to look at you. Is its voice a little deeper than before? Shit, alright. You move forward. Ready to shove the cat with all your might. Oh, okay. You're thrown back by some invisible force and crash into the dresser before falling to the ground. Wind knocked out of you. You look up in a daze. You don't quite comprehend what it is you're seeing. A strong, swirling wind has picked up, throwing items all over the place. As if a miniature hurricane had just taken form in your room. And right there in the center of it all is the cat, hovering in the air above the bed. Its eyes open, glowing like molten lava. Satan, is that you? You watch as a vortex rips open in the center of your bed, and panic as the swirling wind turns into a vacuum, dragging you towards the bed. Your nails catch and tear as you desperately try to cling to the carpet. Oh, I don't like that. The floorboards, and any and every piece of furniture within your reach. Bloody fingers slipping clumsily on every surface. But there's nothing you can do. As you touch the vortex, your body starts to disintegrate. Tiny particles of your body separating and floating into nothing. The last thing you see is the cat landing nimbly on the bed and eating at your sheets, before it curls up and falls back asleep. Do not disturb. What the fuck? What the hell? Fuck you, cat. You suck. Shouldn't bother a cat while trying to nap. Okay, well, what do we have left? I don't think we have anything after taking the cat, do we? Oh, we do. We have at least one more. Minimum one more. I don't know what it is, though. Like, do we have anything here that we haven't done? Oh, play. There was more options than just... Yeah, there's hide and seek. Oh, shit. Okay. Fuck. What about hide and seek? You're not quite sure how this is going to work. Oh, I need a breather, bro. Oh my god. Can a cat even understand the concept of a game? Let alone one with rules like hide and seek? Here, just... You pick up the cat and turn them away from you before hiding behind the armchair. I don't know how much more of this I can take. You're almost certain the cat must have turned and looked while you were hiding. Out of confusion, at least, if nothing else. Regardless, a few moments later, the cat cautiously peeks around the armchair at you, eyes curious. You smile and scoop it up, holding it out in front of you. You found me, you win! Cat looks confused, but pleased at your praise. This time, you put it on the armchair so it can't see your hiding spot so easily. You dash over to the kitchen, hiding behind the counter. Takes a little longer this time for the cat to find you. This time, when it does, it startles you by hopping down into your lap from the countertop above. Whoa! You found me again! Okay, you win. You reward it with little scratches behind the ear and under the chin when it leans into your touch. Okay, why don't you give it a try? You go and stand in the middle of the living room. Cat following you. Make a show of covering your eyes and turning around. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Turn around and see the cat is gone. You sure catch on quick. Aren't that many places available in your apartment for someone your size to hide. Without the opposable thumbs needed to open the closed doors in the halls, the cat will have its limits too. Fair game. Okay, now where to look? Fuck me! Living room. You look behind the couch and the armchair. You look behind then under the coffee table. Nothing. The living room is pretty sparse when it comes to furniture, after all. I don't want to look down the hallway. Let's look at the kitchen. Peek around the counter, grab a chair, and check on top of the fridge. You even open the cupboards along the floor in case the cat managed to squeeze inside. Nothing. You decide that's for the best. Kitchen is for making food, not playing games. Fuck me. It's gonna be creepy. Peek on the corner into the hall. Nothing. You're not sure what you're expecting. With all the doors closed, there's nowhere in the hall for the cat to hide. Couldn't find the cat anywhere. Start to get a little worried when you hear a soft sound coming from the hall. You head to the hall and listen again. Sounded like it was coming from your bedroom, but you walk down the hall to your room and gingerly open the door. Cat trots out and runs around your legs and meowing insistently. Looks like disappointed somehow, perhaps in your apparently subpar seeking skills. But you lift the cat into your arms and look at your bedroom door. How did you get in my room? You know the door was closed, right? The cat wriggles out of your hold and runs out of the hall. You fall to see it sitting in the middle of the living room. Upon seeing you, the cat promptly turns around because it wants to take its turn seeking. You're about to indulge it by hiding on the counter again when... Fuck. Lights? Did the power go out? Darn it. As you wait for your eyes to adjust to the darkness, you notice the cat hasn't moved an inch. Also, the shadow, you gonna ignore that? Was it scared? Hey, are you... What? For some reason, your heart starts beating faster. You consider going to cover the cat. You consider going to over the cat. Going to over to the cat. What? Well, when you do. Hello. The thought makes you feel. You feel like your life is in danger. You need to hide. Now. Shit. This one has the 3 dots, so we're doing here. Quietly rush into the bedroom, carefully closing the door behind you. The only place to hide in your bedroom is your closet. Lock the door as quietly as you can before lunging into the closet and sliding the door shut. As soon as you've secured yourself inside the closet, there's a sudden shift throughout the entire apartment. There's something can sense that you're as ready as you'll ever be. As if it can sense that you're ready to be hunted. Horrible chill runs down your spine as you realize that's what this game has become. This isn't a simple game of hide and seek anymore. This is being hunted by a predator as prey. It never really mattered where you chose to hide, did it? As if in answer to your question, you hear a loud slam on the bedroom door. You just manage to hold back from making a startled noise at the sound. Your heart rate kicks up again, making it feel hard to breathe quietly, hard to breathe in general. Tears fill your eyes as you cover your panting mouth with your shaking hands. It knows. It knows. Crying with your hands over your mouth, trying to smother the choke sounds leaking out of you. You slide down the wall at the back of your closet, into a heap on the floor. You flinch harshly at the sound of the door being ripped off its hinges, followed by a loud crash against the wall on the other side of the room, like the door had been blown away. The silence that follows is almost too much to bear. You can't. A single sob escapes through your nose. You squeeze your eyes shut in defeat at how loud it sounds in the quiet of the room. Not much point in hiding it anymore anyways there. You instinctively put whatever energy you have left into listening for footsteps, even as you emotionally shut down. But you hear nothing. 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 Then something slides open the closet door. You've curled in on yourself, knees up, back curved forward, head down, mouth covered, eyes shut tight, so tight it hurts. You don't want to look. You don't want to look. But that's what it's waiting for. It won't end you without this final act of cruelty. I'm making you look at it before it takes your life. So cruel. You just want this to be over. So you open your eyes. I mean, what if it's just a normal cat? Like, oh, it's not a normal cat. But like, what if, I don't know, what if you got eye transplants or something? You see something glaring in at you from the darkness beyond the closet door. It looks disappointed. In the moment before you draw your last breath, you almost consider apologizing for being such unworthy prey. Guess your hiding skills were just as subpar as your seeking skills. Ending 13, disappointing prey. Wow. There's gotta be another one. Right? For like actually hiding well. There's gotta be something. Alright, well, we don't know for sure if there's anything left there, and I don't feel like going to every... Actually, yeah, I can. What am I talking about? There's a save button. Take cat home. I just try everything out real quick. With the cat. I'll play. Hide and seek. I should have to check all of these again, right? Realize, hey, they're not here. Quick save. I'll be on the chair. Okay. I've been on the kitchen counter. You've hidden there before. I found you almost instantly. It won't work. Hide in the hall. Just in the hall. There's nowhere to hide in the hall. Hide in the hallway closet. Quietly slip in the closet. Don't close because the heavy box is now blocking after squeeze inside. Try to move it further. The cat might hear it. As if it hasn't heard you already. This won't work. You need somewhere else. Hurry. Hide in the bathroom. Get out of the apartment. That's an option? Probably, no, because it's locked. Quietly rush to the bathroom and... Why is the door locked? Freeze upon realizing how much noise you just made. Just the doorknob and hold your breath. Listening. Signs coming from the living room feels heavier than before, more restless. Even if some miracle you opened the door, it would know exactly where you were. No good. Are you joking? You get the feeling the cat won't appreciate your lack of effort in any way. Like hell are you getting close to it. Stop messing around, find a place to hide. You're halfway to the hallway. You look at the door and see several more locks over it than you know you have. You peek over at the cat. It's not looking at you, but feel a wave of disappointment practically pouring from it into you. It almost feels like a warning. You back away from the door and feel slowly subsiding and letting you breathe again. There's no getting out then. You need to hide. Yeah. What if we just let the time run out? If there's nothing else we can do, let the time run out. Actually, what if we just walk into the bedroom? What up? That was fast. Hello. How disappointing. It can talk. So that was the same color at least of that thing we got where it was a bunch of eyes after we got some endings and it talked to us saying it was disappointed and they was happy someone needed them. Is that it? You failed, try again? Yeah? Oh, that's just that. Oops. My bad. Bedroom. Find the closet. Yeah, I'm dead. Alright, well, we've done everything with taking the cat. Time to not take the cat. Fuck you. Oh, God. Let's feed the cat. Must be hungry, right? You can't imagine that it's had much to eat if it's so attached to that box it's in. Though it doesn't exactly seem malnourished either. Surely it must have left the box to search for food then. For some reason, something in the back of your mind tells you that's not the case, and not to think on it any further. Well, either way, you can't exactly enjoy your day out knowing you left behind a hungry cat, especially when you could have done something to help. So, what you do with the hungry kitty? Check pockets. Dig into your pockets. Found a small piece. Oh no, not very helpful. Your string is far too short. You can accept. You remembered. You remember because that's the death where you played with the string when it was in your house and he cut open your fucking guts and played with your intestines. In your right pocket is a bar of chocolate. He's remembering. Find a chocolate bar. Is it? Nope, it's not even expired. Quite fine indeed. Got to offer it to the cat. Suddenly you're hit with guilt as you remember something gut-curdling. Chocolate is toxic to cats. Oh my gosh, I'm so... Resist the urge to vomit at your near mistake. Feel so guilty you throw the chocolate bar away into a nearby trash bin. An almost cat killer doesn't deserve chocolate. Back to the cat, barely able to stand its innocently oblivious expression. Doesn't even know that you almost... I'm so sorry, I didn't even know what to say. You're a horrible person. You know what? Stay there. I'll be right back. Leave the alley. Return with the whole fish you bought in a nearby grocery shop. It was a bit pricey. It was the least you could do. Cat eagerly accepts your offering, munching happily the fish after you'd placed it in the box. So what would have happened if we did this before we took it home? Meow, meow, meow. You want to smile at the sight, but you just feel so awful. So sorry again. The cat seemingly pays you no mind as you slip back out of the alley. Not feeling you deserve a peaceful day out, you decide to just head back home. That's not a cat. That's a different cat. On the way home, you notice more cats than usual, watching you from their hiding spots. Are they evil, though? Because those aren't the full black cats we saw when they reproduce, either by cloning or by the people. It was always black cats. That's a tabby, I think. You're trying to think about it. Yeah, those are all different cats. If they know what you'd nearly done, but... Oh, okay, never mind. It's not like you meant to hurt anyone. Those are black cats. Hello. Right? You finally reach your apartment building. You're about to unlock the door when... Hi. Hello. Oh, you look behind you only to see dozens of cats standing there, looking at you. Did they see you feeding the cat in the alley and thought that you had more food for all of them? I'm sorry, I don't have any more food for you. None of them move an inch. Starting to feel a little unnerved when finally a single cat pushed its way to the front and... Oh, it's held carefully between its teeth with the chocolate bar you'd thrown away earlier. Places the chocolate bar down in front of it before looking back up at you. All the cats look up at you. You can feel their judgment. You feel your sins weighing down heavily on your back, but without the money to buy enough food for all of them, you don't know what to do. What? You collapse your knees and bow down low as you start to earnestly beg for their forgiveness. I'm so sorry, I swear. I'd do anything to make it up to all of you, but you're out of options. Suddenly. Choke. You feel something stir in your stomach and swim its way up to your throat, closing off your airway as it tries to force its way out of your esophagus. Finally succeeds with aid from your helpless gagging. Oh. What the? Lying on the ground in front of you. It's a flopping fish. You just threw up a living fish. What the hell? The cats come rushing forward, all tearing hungrily at the fish. You're happy to finally be of help, truly. But how? Ugh. You threw up another fish. And another. And another. And your stomach hurts. You're getting dizzy. You fall to your knees. Tears and snot are streaming down your face by the time you cough up a final, tiny, bloody fish and collapse forward. Your throat and stomach both burn in a way that feels dangerous. You start to fade out. Despite the pain, you feel strange to feel a more overwhelming sense of hopeful pride that you've made up for your disgusting actions, that you've been forgiven. The sounds of happy cats munching away at their fish fills your ears. Then... What? You feel something being nudged into your hand. It feels like... It's the bar of chocolate you found in your pocket. I thought it was a notebook. You smile weakly. You've successfully atoned, but you don't really have the strength to eat your reward. Sadly, the last taste in your mouth as you leave this mortal coil doesn't get to be that of chocolate, but raw fish. Ending 24, fishing for pardon. Wow. What the fuck? Is that after the cat cult ending? It is. Like by a lot. Silly you, chocolate is bad for cats, but you knew that, didn't you? Why is that striked out? Is there red text in any of the other ones? There's bold. No red. Interesting. Nearly halfway there. And we're 2 hours, 15 minutes in, so we'll only be going for a lot. Don't take cat home. Feed. Pockets. Yes. Go inside. You decide to cut your losses and head inside. Your sins weigh down on you, but you're only human. What more can you do? Jeez. You try to ignore the yowling of the neighborhood cats as you go about your chores. You consider preparing dinner. But how could you enjoy it, knowing how hungry those poor cats outside are? The ones you've wronged. Decide to take a bath and go straight to bed without dinner. A fitting punishment for someone like you. You forego the fancy bath bubbles because you don't deserve them and sink into the water with a sigh. Your mind races, but you can't really think of any immediate solution that doesn't require more money. You wish there was something, anything, you could do to make things right. Suddenly, your legs start to feel really itchy. You try to lift one to see what's going on, but what rises out of the water isn't a pair of legs. You turn into a fish. It's a fishtail. You feel dizzy at the sight. Maybe you're hallucinating from the stress. Try to climb out of the tub to cool your head, instead of your hand rising up to brace itself. A wet fin stretches out to plop on the rim. It's too weak to hold your weight, and you're so startled by the sight that you slip and smack your head on the side of the bathtub, passing out almost immediately. You're awake, you think anyway. You open eyes. You're underwater. You must have slid beneath the surface of the bathwater. You gasp instinctively, except not really. A bubble simply floats out of your mouth, up, up, up to the surface. You're broke as heck, so you know your bathtub isn't that big. Did you shrink? But how? And even if there were a reasonable answer, it wouldn't explain how you haven't drowned yet. You swim to the edge of the tub and see the truth in your shadow silhouette. You've been turned into a fish? This isn't possible. You don't get any time to ponder over this, unfortunately, because just then, am I gonna get scooped up? Yeah. Shadow looms over you from above. You look up and see a cat peers down at you from beyond the water's surface. And then you realize this is the answer. This is how you're meant to atone. With a heavy heart, you swim up to the surface. The cat scoops you up, tossing you out of the tub and onto the bathroom tiles. As you flop around gasping for air, or water, you realize the cat wasn't alone. Dozens of hungry eyes peer down at you. You can hear the yowling of what sounds like hundreds of cats outside your bathroom window. You send one last look at the cats before closing your eyes and accepting your fate. As the cats descend upon you, tearing at your flesh. You find yourself mourning the fact that you're not even big enough to feed all of them. Even in the end, you couldn't properly atone. Your efforts, your life, all of it, amounted to nothing. Ending 25. Seafood sacrifice. Wow. What the fuck just happened? What? You kindly fed some poor hungry cats a fish. How nice of you. What? Alright, so I'm thinking it's not, the cat isn't the voice thing that we heard when we saw the eyes that just happened out of nowhere when we died. I'm thinking that was us. We needed someone, because like this whole thing, it's been, oh, we've been alone, you know, this house is weird because we've been so alone, we're always alone, blah, 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 we're useless, blah, 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 blah. And now that we're needed by someone, this cat, that's why we struggle leaving it and stuff as well. And we feel so bad for that. Do not take cat home. Feed cat. Am I not ready for that? Not yet. Okay, so what do you think about the hungry kitty? Look around the area. You glance around the dark, dingy alley and only see garbage bags, trash bins, empty cardboard boxes, and scattered litter here and there. If there was something for the cat to eat, surely it would have been found by now, right? But you don't want to give up so easily. You keep looking. You look and only see garbage. You sniff and only smell garbage. You listen. You just barely make out the sounds of a faint scurrying by a trash bin a few feet away. I'm gonna pounce on a fucking rat? Quietly, oh so quietly, you creep over to the bin. And you lunge. Jesus! You weren't very graceful in your attempt. You stumbled and knocked over a stack of nearby boxes full of more trash, but as you stand up, grasped in your hand, it's a small mouse. The mouse squeaks and shrieks in distress, wriggling and struggling desperately in your grip. You're holding it too tightly and carefully for it to be able to bite or scratch you, though. It wears itself out eventually and looks up at you with black eyes. It's completely at your mercy. I don't want to feed this mouse to the cat. Spare. You're gonna kill me anyway, so I'd much rather spare the mouse. Absolutely spare the mouse. You can hear the cat's stomach growling. It must be so hungry. It must be starving. I don't give a shit. You can kill me all you want. You know the cat is hungry. Why are you hesitating? You caught prey for the cat's sake, didn't you? Are you really going to value the life of a filthy rodent more than the cat's? All life is equal. Spare the mouse! Okay. Asshole. Oh, hello. You're mocking me, aren't you? So the red is... Okay. Every time we see the red, it's... Or at least, like this, these times... It's the cat talking. So that achievement where the where the red text is crossed out, that's the cat talking. Because it's blaming us. Making us feel guilty. You're mocking me, aren't you? Last chance. Hand over the prey. Now. I'm sparing the mouse. You let the mouse go. It scurries away, squeezing into a tiny hole in the wall. We don't pay it much mind. You don't flinch as a giant clawed paw slowly falls in front of you, blocking your path to the alley entrance. Not that you had any delusions about escaping. The cat is hungry after all. Close your eyes in acceptance as the paw gently pulls you back, and chomp. Ending 26, a life spared. I'm happy about that. Decide not to feed the poor hungry cat a helpless mouse. Meanie. Fuck you. Don't take cat home. Feed the cat. Alright, I'm sorry, mouse. Feed mouse to cat. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Mouse looks scared, as if it can sense your intentions. I'm so sorry. It weakly starts to struggle again. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Mouse is reluctant. Fuck! If I go back and forth. Are you sure? Cat is hungry, it must be so hungry. If I go to the very end... You're mocking me, last chance. Hand over the prey. Now. Feed mouse to cat. I'm sorry, mouse. You feed the mouse to the cat. Cat tears it apart instantly. Squeak, squeak, squeak. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. The mouse's pain squeaks and squeals pierce through you until they're abruptly cut off. Satisfied, the cat mews happily at you, red tinting its fangs. Cat curls up in its now blood-stained box and goes to sleep. So the cat does have intelligence, clearly. You take the chance to leave. A well-fed cat will likely follow you home after all. And cute as the cat is, you really can't afford a pet right now. Still feeling a little guilty about the mouse, you decide to just go home. What is it? You lock and walk home, you finally enter your apartment. Head straight for your room. And collapse in your bed, falling into a fitful sleep. Maybe I can actually sleep without losing all of my muscles. Later, you wake up. Squeaking and scurrying noises all around you. So loud and constant they sound like screams in the darkness of your room. I'm so sorry. You see the shifting shadows of hundreds of mice surrounding your bed. You try to run. Ah! You cry out as twin lances of pain race up your legs. You fall off the bed in your attempt to escape. The hordes of mice dodging you as you crash to the ground. You can't stand up. Looking back and squinting in the dark. Looking back and squinting in the dark. You just about make out the source of your pain. The flesh and tendons of your heels and ankles are mangled. Bitten through your socks. No, leave me alone. Desperate, you crawl with only your arms towards the door. The mice descend upon you, biting into your skin, gnawing away pieces of you. You start to fade in and out of consciousness, but you still reach up for the doorknob. Your arm heavy, weighed down by the mice clinging to it with little claws and tiny teeth. You manage to jostle the knob enough for the door to slowly swing open. Plop! But your outstretched arm suddenly falls to the ground lifeless. The mice manage to chew through the flesh and bone of your now dismembered limb. As a few mice creep forward to curiously inspect your arm, you stare blankly at it for a moment before sliding your gaze up. In the newly opened doorway sits a familiar-looking mouse. It stares at you, the darkness in its beady black eye. The darkness in its beady black eyes, you can't begin to measure their depths. Nor the hatred pouring out from within them. All of it. Shit, my bad. Aimed at you. You collapse, head hitting the floor as your other arm is eaten away as well. You're not sure how you're still conscious. The pain should be indescribable, and yet, you just feel a cold sense of loss. The mice have clustered along your back now, gnawing and ripping their way between your shoulder blades, into your back, into your chest. You weakly cough up blood. They must have damaged something important. You feel something being pulled out of you, and in between the moments that blankets of darkness fade out, your vision. You hear something wet plop on the ground in front of you. You pry your eyes open and see it in front of the mouse. Weirdly shaped, red with your blood, and pulsing, and oh, that's your heart, isn't it? The other mice all descend upon it, abandoning your half-eaten body. You're losing a lot of blood. You feel sleepy, but you also feel anger? Yes. So much anger. How dare they? How dare they? Last thing you see before your vision fails you is a pair of glowing eyes leering in from the darkness beyond the doorway. You can hear squeaks and shrieks of terror all around you. Low yowls, deep snarls, gnashing teeth, tearing flesh. As your remaining senses leave you, you smile weakly with the last of your strength. When something with soft, slightly damp and sticky fur nuzzles your cheek. Good kitty. Ending 27, well fed. Well, you know, at least we got our vengeance, I guess. We got avenged. Cats are supposed to eat mice. Huh, I wonder what mice is... wow, that's... wow, I feel bullied. That's rough, man. There's still so many endings I don't have. Jesus Christ. Don't take cat home. Fuck you. I did have a feed, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Blood. Oh, it's because I remember now. So whenever you go down a path, you just remember that path now? Blood. Meow. Cat lets out a sad, pleading little sound. It's hungry. It must be starving. So, you look around and see a nearby shard of glass. Your body moves as if it knows what to do, what needs to be done. You take the shard and... Huh? What? Why would you do that? You carefully hold your finger over the cat. Dark red blood beads as the wound. Before growing heavy enough to drip into the cat's open, waiting jaws. It mews happily at you. You smile warmly and lower your hand. Oops. You smile warmly and lower your hand into the box, stroking the cat's cheek before letting it lap gently at your bleeding finger. When the flow gets weak and the cat mews for more, you squeeze below the wound, coaxing more blood out. Feel a strange but welcome sense of comfort from the odd exchange. A being other than yourself was hungry, and you were able to provide it sustenance. A small wrong in the world made right. Even if so strangely done and only temporarily. Ironically, it's at that moment that you start to feel dizzy. You didn't think you were losing that much blood. You slump against the cat's box and listen to it mewl in distress. You think it sounds worried about you, or at least you like to think so. It could just want more blood as well. Cat hops out of the box and into your lap, nuzzling at your stomach and mewling unhappily. You wish you could ease its concerns, but it's not like you can just talk to each other. Can't help but try to remember the last time you talked to anyone, actually. If you were to die here and now in this alley, how long would it take for someone to realize you were missing? That you were gone? Your thoughts are interrupted when the cat yowls loudly, tensing up in your lap. You don't have time to wonder why, as a voice rings out from the entryway to the alley. Hello? Hey, you, are you alright? You don't answer. You don't think you can. Your voice feels locked away, deep, deep within you. Cat looks up at you with a long stare, as if assessing you. Looks back towards the voice, and with a final nuzzle of your stomach, hops out of your lap, walking toward the alley's entrance, but then starts to shift. Crack. What? Its face opens up. Crack. It peels back. And opens again. Writhing tendrils peeking out from where you think its mouth should be. Your stranger's silhouette freezes in the light beyond the alley. Well, what the hell is... But they don't have the chance to finish their question. The tendrils converge into one, or shooting out of the cat's jaw, and piercing into the stranger's soldiers. They let out a pained cry, a fearful yell. They claw at the tendrils, trying to pull them loose, but to no avail. You can't seem to process their scream. You stare at the creature before you, so different from the cat who mewled out of concern for you earlier. Let's see if we can sacrifice ourselves. Let him take our blood instead. You can't. Let this happen. You shakily crawl forward. A weakly grab at the conjoined tendrils that pulse as they drain the stranger's blood. You tug as firmly as you're able, the tendrils pulsing halts. The cat turns to you. It makes a strange, trilling noise that sounds like a question, but you have no answer. Can't even understand the question. You simply scoop up the creature, the cat, cradling it in your arms. You gaze almost longingly at the light beyond the alley's entrance. You don't know what's going on, but you just can't sit by and watch someone else be eaten so viciously. Not when they tried to see if you were okay. Not when you could offer yourself instead. You think the stranger is set free. Because after the sound of shoes hastily scuffing on the pavement fades in the distance, Ugh. You feel something sharp pierce your back. It feels thin, almost like a needle. The pain passes quickly as your body adjusts to the intrusion. You're sure it wasn't so thin when it skewered through the stranger's shoulder earlier. But as you feel your blood leave your body, slowly as if being pumped out, it's harder to think and your vision starts to fail you. The creature in your arms makes a soft sound. You hold it as tightly and closely to you as your weak arms can manage. This is fine. You're okay with this. You don't know if this will change anything. Surely the cat will get hungry again at some point after you're gone and no longer an option. But at least this time, you were able to save someone. Personal care package. Wow. What the fuck? Share a nice meal with the cat. I am the meal. What? A bit high in iron. No shit. What do you mean share a meal? I was the meal. Alright. Once more, with passion, except we're letting that guy die. Let the cat feed. Someone help me! Help! Gurgle. You look away as the creature devours the stranger, draining them until they're nothing but a husk of bones, skin, and clothes heaped on the floor. Oh. So, a cat's gonna crawl out of them, I assume? You feel awful, but what could you do? The creature is also a living thing. Shouldn't it be allowed to eat what it needs to? Does it not also have a right to do what it must to survive? You ignore the voice in the back of your head that questions if there could have been another way. It's not like you tried to see if it could eat anything other than blood. Human blood. Now did you? Creature purrs as it rubs its side into your arm. You realize that after a bit of rest, you've already started feeling better. But you also think that something inside you feels a bit broken too. You're just not quite sure what it is yet. You stand out and hold out your arms. Still hungry? Creature trills happily and hops into your outstretched arms. Let's go then, yeah? You leave the alley together. You go out into the world together. The cat is hungry, and it will be hungry often from now on. Very often. Screams of fear and terror follow you both wherever you go. And without thought or care or concern for any of it, you just stand back and watch. All you can eat blood fae. Wow. So I just become a fucking supervillain. At least, you know what? That's the only ending I haven't got fucking brutally murdered in. Gives the cat an endless supply of food, generous. That's the literally only ending so far out of 23 out of 40 endings that I haven't been absolutely fucking destroyed in. So I'll take that. You know what? Play with cat, I guess. Meow. Aw, you just want a little attention, don't you? Poor thing must be bored sitting in that box all day. You're not sure you're much of an interesting companion, but you're willing to do your best. There's gotta be something you can entertain the little critter with. But what? Am I gonna get... I'm gonna get guilt tripped again if I check my pockets. Dig into your pockets. Small piece of yarn, strings far too short. Eager and exciting. Yep. My intestines. In your right pocket. Bar of chocolate. I'm sorry. No, don't be repeating. Don't. Not too helpful right now. The only thing you've got on your phone is your phone. It's not much of anything the cat can play with, but it is something you can do. Photo montage! Well, that was fun, right? Well, you enjoyed yourself. With nothing else to do and no intention of taking the cat home, you decide it's probably best to just leave. You don't want the cat to get too attached after all. You still have some memories to take with you. Okay, see you around, I guess. Good luck. Okay. Turn and walk away, but as you leave the alley... Huh? Your phone just got a message. You open it up and... What? Aren't I... cute? Picture of a familiar looking cat. Huh? Cat does look cute. And happier in the picture. It's not a picture you recognize. What the heck? Did I... You didn't take this picture. You peek over your shoulder at the cat. The cat is simply looking at you. And meows sadly, as if pleading you to come back. Fuck. Hang out and do something else. Well, I guess I could stay a little longer. But now what to do? Play with cat. We want attention to know you. Poor thing, yeah. We're around the area. Search around. There's nothing really in the alley that looks interesting enough for the cat to play with. So maybe. How about a game? Side in a game you've known since childhood. I swear to God, if you say hide and seek. Red light, green light. Okay. A classic. Teaching a cat how to play might be a bit of a challenge. We get the feeling the feline's natural hunting instincts will help it along. You walk to the entrance of the alley, the cat mewing at you. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Exaggerated movements, covering your eyes with your hands, and turn around. 1, 2, 3. It's gonna. I thought we were gonna be walking. I was like, okay, we could do that, but it's just gonna murder us. Red light. You spin around. Cat hasn't left the box, tilting its head at you in curious confusion. Keep playing. We got this. I might die, but you try. This time you go a bit slower. 1, 2, 3. Red light. When you turn around this time, cat is out of the box. Cat freezes under your stares if it thinks you can't see it if it doesn't move. So cute. Satisfied the cat is getting the hang of the game, you turn again, speeding back up. 1, 2, 3. Red light. You turn around. Cat is a few steps away from the box now, peeking out from behind a dumpster. His eyes trained rather intensely on you. Well, at least it's having fun. You turn again. Feel a sudden chill run down your spine. You feel silly, but you can't help counting just a little faster this time. 1, 2, 3, red light. Whirling around after saying red light, you look at the cat. It's halfway down the alley, closer to you, but it's also the size of a dumpster. It's as if the perspective of what you're seeing is off somehow. And the cat look a little. Its pupils are thin slits now. Something's not right. Cat meows at you again, but it sounds much deeper than earlier. It's crouched down as if poised to lunge forward. Your breath shudders a little as your heart starts to race. Your foot instinctively shifts back. Hi. You freeze immediately. Cat looks impatient. It wants to keep playing, but you gulp and turn around. Gulp and turn around, swiftly counting and turning again as you let the gasp out. 1, 2, 3, good night. Crash. Ground shakes as you whirl back around. Find yourself staring at the long surface of black fur. Slowly look up and up and up. See a giant, shadowy figure leering down from its position hunched over you. Fangs dripping with saliva, claws crushing into the concrete walls of the alley. Its glowing eyes are unblinking as they look back at you. The cat waiting for your next turn. But it's so close. You turn around now. You don't want to play anymore. Okay. Keeping your eyes trained on the giant looming over you. Take a step back. No, that's cheating. What? What? Oh, that's the actual game. Oops. B-A... B-A-C-K-U-E? Back up. Did I do it? What are you doing? Stop! You'll break everything! Back up. Cat stares at you as you keep eye contact and back up. You step back and back. As you take one more step back out of the alley. Go home. What? Error. 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 The world world outside the alley seems to be broken. What exactly did you do? 33 error found. Oops. That was cool, though. Exception has occurred. Please refrain from going outside of permitted parameters. I'm so confused about that, though. Interesting. Oh, shit. Hi. Nice to see you again. Oh, there's static now. We can see a bit more. I don't think we saw static before. It was just eyes. Hello. Is that it? Were you gonna talk? In the days leading up to my meeting with it, I'd been obsessed with a memory. Suing it's the cat since the writings in red. Someone precious to me had found someone precious to them. My best friend. My only friend. I was happy for them, truly. But then I'd been happy for the others too. They promised it wouldn't happen to me again. That they knew how it felt to be told by someone you cared for they'd outgrown you in your friendship. That they'd never, ever do such a thing to me. There's not a moment that passes now that I wish I'd risked the pain of their rejection and just believed them. But I didn't. I pulled away before they could, trying to protect my fragile heart. But it only hurt all the more. Selfish as it was, I'd wanted them to fight harder to keep me around. When it appeared before me, it promised to be just that. A friend that would never, ever let me go. A friend that would never, ever leave me. And all I had to do was promise the same thing in return. Okay, so that's definitely us talking about the cat. It is the cat, absolutely. Whatever that entity is. Okay. Absolutely guarantee that's what that... Weather good today. That good thing. Maybe good luck too. Yes, lucky. Lucky, 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 lucky. Lucky, 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 lucky. Lucky, 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 lucky. Hi. Hello, cat. Maybe it was fate. What? You tentatively allow yourself to feel excited for the possibilities where you could go, where you could do. You could... Bro, what? I'm so... Wow. Run. What do we got? You don't even finish turning around before claws grip your torso, digging in and piercing the soft flesh of your stomach with ease, as you're lifted into the drooling, gaping jaws above you. Can't help but think that there must have been another way out of this. But pointless regrets are pretty typical for you, aren't they? Ending 32. Fear quitter. Holy shit. When the going gets tough, just give up. That's how the saying goes, right? Absolutely. It sounds right to me. Got the cat. We're in the area. Keep playing. I need backup. I need this one. Oh, I guess it's the same thing, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, well, you know what? With 25 out of 40 endings, I'm gonna leave it here for today. Because wow. What an amazing game. This is so good. I'm assuming getting all these endings is just gonna end up like with us remembering, because we can't really remember what's happening. And then because there's 3 secret endings supposedly, which is I'm assuming is 50, 49, 48. And I presume like 50 is gonna, like they're gonna be the endings, like good, bad, neutral, whatever, something like that, or good, bad, goofy. But wow, what an amazing game! There's still so much left too, because even not counting the 3 that we haven't done yet, or like the 3 secret ones, there's still 12 more endings. Wow. And that's after 3 hours. It's been 3 hours. Wow. What an amazing game. If you haven't already, check this game out. It's so good. Link's in the description to a link to it on itch.io. You can get it for free. It's a great game. Try it out. Oh my god, what a great game. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please like, subscribe. Helps a lot. And if there's another game you want to see me play, leave the comments below and I'll check it out. Always up for more itch.io games. There are a lot of great games there. It's where all my specials have come through, like my Christmas specials, my Halloween specials. Everything has come through there so far, except for Blackout Club, like 2023 was that? I don't know. Whenever the hell that was, I did that for a Halloween special. But every other special has been from itch.io. They have great games on there. It's fun just looking around, looking for more. But yeah. Once again, check this game out for yourself. It's really cool. If you want to see more of it right away, you don't want to wait for the next video if you're seeing this when it comes out. And check it out there. Once again, link in the description. You can send the creator some love through just download the game, or you can donate to him as well through there. Yeah, that's all. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!